Hello, hello, my village people, my village brothers. Welcome to this wonderful show for today. How are you doing? How is your Wednesday? Today is hump day, right? Is that what they say? Hump day, hump day. Welcome to hump day, as they say in this part of the world. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you're staying warm because it's very cold in most of these places. So hey, thank God we don't have this type of weather in Nigeria. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm not sure so we for survival more. With the type of government when we get. Mm-mm. Now ordinary the code self for the finish off a lot of people. Eh? Not to talk of where people no fit afford the basic human sense when they're supposed to provide to people cannot afford it. Please, oh, if you can hear me, please let me know. Let it not be that I'm talking to myself alone. So please let me know if you can hear me. How you guys doing? How's your family, your kids? I hope this year started with a bang for all of us. So I'm going to keep saying this now for how I don't know how long I'm going to keep saying it, but I'm going to keep saying it. You know that I hope that this Oyibo New Year that you people have that we all have entered is fantastic for all of us. Hmm? How na there everybody area how market. Hey, Marion in the house. Marion, how now? My darling village sister, model extraordinaire, um ọmọ tó ṣan, ọmọ tó beautiful, ọmọ tó set jù, um impromptu live, right? When are you giving us a short video? Are you craving a short video, Marriott? Are you craving? I will do it oh. Natu don land. Do they breathe? Do they breathe? You're back from violence. Violence. Yes, so which headquarter you go? Where? From which area? Come and gist us. Which violent headquarter? Hmm? Natu, my village sister of life, my co-host extraordinaire. Welcome, welcome. Marriott, you're fine, eh? You have Oyibo New Year blues. Really? Oh, what happened? Oh, is it the Oyibo, the snow, right? The cold. That's the blues, right? Eh? Yeah, air hugs, Marriott, air hugs. Air hugs, oh. Hmm? How now? Absolutely, Marriott. You know you're gorgeous. I don't know you. They hide your talent. Oh. You're a beautiful girl. Omoto Sean, Omoto Shaprapra. Hey, Marriott. When I see Marriott like this, I say, whoa, respect, respect. But Nigeria get fine women. Mm-mm. No. Una fine. Nigerian women, una fine. I doff my hoodie for you. Now hoodie I wear. I doff it for you people. You people, the fine, no get part two. Una set pieces from head to toe. You go see some Nigerian women, you go dey wonder, say, wow, see voof, see babe. Eh? Eh? Yes, so I know Natu was here yesterday, but she was in transit, according to her. She landed in Florida. How is Florida, Natu? Oh yeah. Oyinbo ti ba ní former Abi Natu. Hey, you sef dey there. How come I not see you for the comment section? Or maybe you were listening in. Yes. So I get to if I no hail una, wetin I gain, my people? Una no reach to hail. Are you people not achieving in your lives? Are you not thriving? Are you not living in spite of everything? Man, we got to hail, oh, my sister. Hey, we have to hail. Just being alive alone, you have already won battles. Just staying alive. You don't know? My sister, let us hail. We have to all the qua necessary. All the qua necessary. Need to make we hail. I beg. We need them. We need them. We need them. We need genius, special genius people. Yeah, welcome to the house. How you day? Welcome, my village person, my village sister. Eh? Abeg o, make una like as una dey enter o, biko. Eh? Why am I like this, Marriott? Because the love is wide, is deep, like the ocean. Eh? You no know, e pay me to love. And wetin I gain if I no love? Wetin I gain? You know, say as I dey happy, I just dey happy, dey bounce from one place to the other. Na love dey cause am o. Leave that thing. Who no get love? I no know wetin e gain o. Love na the koko, na the engine. You know say na the engine wey dey run things, na the heart of a situation. If love no dey, wetin I gain? Wetin I gain? Abeg o. Marriott is ashamed of me right now. It's okay. It's okay. Sometimes sisters do embarrassing things to embarrass younger ones. That's what we do. That's what we're here for. To embarrass the younger ones. Good to hear. Special genius, good to hear. Yeah, so you dey enjoy vacation now too. Soft life, good. Enjoy. Biko enjoy. Bring souvenir. That Florida beach, pack sand, come give us. Now you Biko. That na better weather this time around. E no go cold like the rest. I'm telling you, that place makes sense. In fact, now you go dey frolic with beach on the beach, looking hot. Hey, come and see o. Na only you abi o. Neka, our village sisters landed with palm wine, kola nuts, and the rest. All the mende, well arranged. Neka, good to see you. We dey. Yeah, village sister don land o. Don land. Cynthia, how now? Welcome. Welcome to this life o. Cynthia, how you dey? Cynthia, you're a very beautiful lady. Oh. Hey, when I see Cynthia picture for Obodo Oyibo, I say, wow, woo. African women, una dey fine. Oh my God. You see some people, you go dey wonder, wow, they take time create this woman. I'm telling you, Cynthia is a beautiful woman. Man, beautiful lady. Oh, una plenty. Oh. I don't know. I haven't seen. Do you know that's a great question, Marion? I have not seen Jenny in a while. Oh my God! You know, I thought about her. When was it? She comes to my mind, and then I will forget. She'll come to my mind, and I'll forget. I keep saying I'm going to reach out to her just to check in and see how she's doing. Oh my God! Thanks for reminding me, Marion. I think about her too. Yeah, Egosa was actually here too. I think it was the last one or the last live we did or the one before. He was here. Egosa came on. Yeah, came on. Okay, you found him on Ola's channel. Okay, yeah. He was here too about 2 lives ago or so. Egosa, if you're hearing us, we love you. We miss you here. Find time to come and say hello to your fellow villagers. It would be nice to see you again and hear from you. I know he came by 2 lives ago, so he was here. And then Marriott, I don't know, maybe you missed that live. I can't remember, but he was here. Yes, so I should do one for you. Yeah. You want to see you saw my fine face before now. Marriott, what's worrying you? I used to do this kind of thing. Have you not been seeing my fine face? If I on this camera now who do you now go to see? So now that one I go on for now. Since you, especially for you, can you see? Wait, let me do this. Yeah. Can you hear me? I hope the lights. How is the lighting though? That's the thing. My hair is a mess under, so I dare not take off this hoodie. Hoodie is covering many things, like people. Let me just put it that way. Hoodie is covering many things. Wait, oh, this lighting is very. I don't like it so much. Let me see if I can. Uh, guys, I'm putting on lighting. Oh, lighting, lighting. Yeah, so Abemona they like they go. Eh? Obiajulu, welcome, my village sister. Love you. Welcome to this wonderful day that we are in. Eh? How now? Obiajulu, long time. How you day? I think that you were here like a couple of lives ago too. Can't remember. I think you were here. Yes, I remember you were here. But how you day? Long time. How's everybody doing? Omo, this is the way for me now. Star Wars, Omo. That's it. This is it. Wanna take am like that. So that you guys will see my face. Short videos, I don't have time. So sometimes short video, man, she back on. If they do me one kind to do sit down, no time, you know. Because I have other things that I'm working on people. So I don't have time. This is what for me life is better because I just do it and I'm done. And then we interact. I love to interact. But I'll try to do a short video, Sha. I will sometime as we get along, as we go along. Eh? Special greetings. Eh? Cynthia. Cynthia, you know you're a correct babe. You know you're fine. Hey, Cynthia now. Woo! Who never see Cynthia? Omo, don't sleep on Cynthia. Oh, Cynthia is a babe, set babe. Eh? You've been jumping all over. I'm telling you, we're keeping you guys busy, right? Oh my god. Well, you guys asked for it now. When I decided to give myself a break for like 1 week, people, you guys were reaching out like, where have you been? Where did you go? Yeah, I have time to be giving you bass news back to back to back. You know, when you're on this social media space, right? There's something that will come up that you would have to talk about. You know, as you're scrolling down, something will come up and you don't have a choice but to talk about it. So that's why the bass boost is happening. So take it all, because the day that I will go in and vamos, people will now be reaching out, email, DM, this one, that one. So we will enjoy them. Eh? I feel most. Oh, Marriott, air hugs. I feel at home with you guys too. I love that you feel that. I'm glad that you said that because from the depth of my heart, that's what I really want. I don't want any like take me as you see me kind of person. So I like it when people are comfortable. You know, this is like a home. It's like a village setup. It's like you're my neighbor, you're my relative, you're my what's it called? You're my sister from another. That's how I feel. So I'm glad that you feel that way. That really gladdens my heart because I feel at home here too. I'm myself. I don't have to make believe. I don't have to, turn up in a way that is outlandish. If you know what I mean. Because I'm not that kind of person. So and I don't know how to be fake. So I'm glad you do feel at home. Thank you so much for that comment, Miriam. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah. Yeah, like yesterday, you were fighting with me now. I know say you vex, but I say, Marriott, there's no way you know the love is past all this surface vexing. I know so you go there all right. I know. I know so you very soon you go there all right. I no sweat am because we dey quarrel. Me and Mirabel, no start to dey fight. Mirabel go dey do as if na him senior me, na him dey born before me. I no me riru I never understand. Mirabel go dey follow me dey drag. Una dey dey here now. You guys are witnesses to it. When Mirabel will be doing me anyhow, it's okay. That's what younger sisters do. My people, if you don't have younger sister, this is what it's like. Oh, this is what it looks like. You're seeing it play out on live on YouTube. Including to Nigeria, where they give me headache. I know. To Nigeria, you dey mention in name now, go soon show. I know they know. Bless the guy get ear all over. Now, groundnut he carry come with garden correct. Hey, special junior. Thank you. I salute you for that one. Hey, I like that garden egg and peanuts. Oh my god, it used to be one of my dad's favorite side. What's it called? Snack. That garden egg and peanut sauce. Oh my goodness, I love it too. I dey miss Naija. I'm gonna leave that thing. Obodo to prestige and stop. You're shy. Cynthia, you shy. Lie. Accept it. Take your flowers. Shy, Bitiba. You're a beautiful woman. Is it a lie? It's not lie now. You're a beautiful woman. Accept it. Yes, take it and say, yes, I'm beautiful. You're shy. You're blushing. Blush. Hey, Mirabel, don't come. Oh. Mirabel, my village sister, welcome. Thank you for co-hosting with me yesterday. I appreciate that. You and Natu. Honestly, the love when I get for nine, all of una, honestly, all of una, they help me co-host. The ones that they comment section, I appreciate everything. Thank you, special junior people. Thank you. Make I show not my face you dey see. So Mirabel, what you want again? Today, you don't come again, no troublemaker. Not my face you dey see. Take your time, Mirabel. I go soon come this comment. One day I go just show up for that your house. I'll carry kid come. Your husband go dey wonder wetin happen. My skin is distracting you. Stop, Natu. Stop. I'm blushing. How can one person be so fair? Look at who's talking. You people see Natu. Make I expose Natu secret. If you people see Natu is like, those international models when they strut. Na so Natu be. No difference. Beautiful. Melanin. They pop all over the place. Like Natu be. They here they talk. Mona not let Natu for all those things when they talk. Who they breathe na lie. Natu ọmọ lọmọ ń jẹ́, ọmọ tó ṣá prapra na Natu be. Thank you, special junior. East African original. Yeah, there you go, girl. Shoo, hype yourself. Leave that thing. London Center and sprinkle of Naija. Hey, I like this. Cynthia, I will borrow this your raps. I'm going to borrow it. Check them. We can read them again. Dramatically. East African original. London Center. And sprinkle of Naija on the top. Adding to the see combination. Powerful. Oh my God. We are good, honestly. Special dinner. You said that sweet sister. Even though we never see your face, but I know say you said you did there. You join, you follow. Honestly, Cynthia is amazing. Honestly, I see her hand. Obodo Yibo. Even you can tell once you see Cynthia picture. Her energy comes across. Cynthia na correct person, but na no nonsense too. Like those straight up blunt, go tell you as e be waka. Na so Cynthia be. Cynthia na Naija deep down. If we trace that DNA, the girl get am. If ancestors just travel, then you say Africans we dey travel up and down. So I no go shock. If we ask for routine, she say drinking water and minding my business. I dey tell una, na true. It's a savior. See Anna, drinking water and minding your. I'm telling you, is the best way. Peace of mind. Ọkàn mi balẹ̀. Me, I no dey worry myself. Anyhow, I flow. Na so. Eh? Hey, water. Ma drink water. Since I talk water. Today I saw I no go breathe for now. Because I talked yesterday, my throat gone dry. I said today I'm ready for you. Eh? You sure are one of your parents? I'm telling you, since DNA is Nigerian, forget there's nothing anybody can tell me. She too get am. I know they know that when I talk to Cynthia, she as I talk now. I know they talk am. I say, oh, Cynthia, oh, she's from East Africa. Na lie. I dey look her like Naija girl. I know they, eh. Una dey make my head swell oh. My head don dey swell dey enter. E don cross enter UK right now as we speak. E don cross oh. Oh wow. Oh, 12 was 1:26 a.m. Wow. Anyway, just stay with us as much as you can, Obiajulu. As much as when sleep carry you, no problem. You know, say the love when I get is air hugs in case you sleep. Sleep tight whenever, but stay with us as much as you can. Thank you. My head is swell, oh. My head is swell. You know, say I don't dey spill over. Hmm? Now, wow. You never see, you know, they see when Mirabel they find my trouble. Me and Marriott quarrel yesterday. Now nobody know this. You know, say Marriott na quiet troublesome person. She'll make trouble, she'll come run. You go enter trade. That's what she does. So she make trouble yesterday, she come enter trade. I just look and say, not be Marriott. Now my younger sister, now so they do. He did their body. He go soon waka come back. Hmm? I'm telling you, Cynthia is a proper Niger girl, no doubt. I don't, no matter what she says, East Africa, you got, Lord, see, you are our own, forget. We don't adopt you, even if you know we don't adopt you already. Now 2 minutes noodle. Yes, now I know say you refuse to comment because of anger. I know, I know you. I said Marriott is angry, but I love her anyway. She'll soon, when younger sister quarrel with elder sister, now so it is. Now so we see her. My dear younger sister, so I know. I just say Marriott the best. It's okay. I love her all the same. Go soon come back. Me and Mirabel quarrel. Now here we quarrel the quarrel. We go quarrel the quarrel finish. We'll set one for here. That one and Mirabel. Now so Mirabel, you know. So thank you. She is oh. Cynthia is tact. Forget. Omolomonje. Pemperempe. Hey. Are you serious? Yeah. Somebody sent Daddy Freeze Informer's audio. Wow. Well, that's social media for you. They listen and they say, and I'm sure that he's probably going to invite her to come speak. But I think that Informer should relax. Honestly, if I were her, I'll just, because I think she did not help the situation. She didn't help it. She was too emotional. And I get it. I understand, family member and the way my Niger mindset is. It can be, but if you're trying to come to your brother's honor or whatever, your sister's honor, whatever, you have to detach yourself from it and just listen, right? And so that you'll be able to defend the person correctly and what you're saying will make sense. But she was just too emotional, She came in a rush and she was just saying all the wrong things. But I wish her well. I understand, I understand where that mindset is coming from. I really do. Some people, it takes them forever to adjust and transform. But hey, it is what it is. Everybody will be okay, last, you know. I don't forget, make this not grow grass go back to school. Not to say me I not blowing head. See you when don't take my own head. Waka pass Yankee. Are they UK right now? And you they talk, so I not blow your head. Anybody when come blow my head, be ready for the head to be blown back. Low baton, that's it. Oh wow. Really? They didn't credit over. Why do they do this? You know, that was the same thing with Samuel Poso. They didn't give Sister B the credit. These people, I don't understand though. Is it so hard to give someone credit? Eh? Now wow. They better give you if I happen to find myself on a blog and I see that it's Sister B, I'm gonna comment and say, can you credit the original owner, please? Eh? Okay. Oh really? I go check them. Special junior, I go check them. You know. If dem play we go report their yeah. I mean, or I go comment if the person no change am, I go go report the channel because it's ridiculous. After that much work, being on it's not easy to coordinate those lives. It's not easy at all. I'll tell you for free. Eh? Yeah, I love a gay. Really, really, Mirabel, really, Mirabel, you have started. I will pretend like I did not see that comment. Let me just move on. Mm? Yeah, is that not be waiting we know you for train rider. Small thing you quarrel, you vex, you enter train. That's now waiting we know be that, and I Mirabel expose you. Transit has left. Oh my god. I really, she already sent Auntie B to remove the video. She's not serious. Why did she even come up? She made a huge mistake. I'm sorry. You see why I say women and our emotions. Now see how she talk. She takes her emotions, scatter everything. Emotions will get you in trouble faster than anything. As a woman, I've been that woman that's been very emotional about things. Very emotional. It doesn't get you anywhere. Actually, you will lose your peace. The point you're trying to get across, you will not be able to get it across effectively. I'm telling you, it's such a waste of energy. It's not that doesn't mean that you're not going to have emotions, you're not going to have emotions of sadness or where somebody offends you or you're trying to get your point across. Sometimes you have to bite down on that emotion. You have to hold yourself. You understand? I know it can be difficult, trust me, right? But you have to learn to control it. It's not good at all. The way she came about, she made it worse. She just made it worse for him. All the aspersions, she increased the suspicion, multiplier. It's a shame, but that's what she did. I mean, trying to defend your brother's honor, I get it, but she should have calmed down. I'm telling you, people would have been more empathetic, people would have listened to her, then people would have even casted doubts more in the story that Fancy was trying. Because I am not supporting any one of them. I think Fancy is very immature. We talked about it yesterday. She's still very mature, and she's making her mistakes. Let's not. The truth is the truth. She's making her mistakes, and maybe that's the way she's gonna have to learn, you know. But the way she's going about it, Fancy will hear that video and want to come and give you because she's open to talking to everybody now. So guess what? She will open the door for that one to come and tell her story, and I'm here for it. I would listen to the girl, you know. I will listen to her because it's just. And if and with her reaction, it will encourage Fancy to probably say more. If she happens to find that video with her, you would encourage Fancy to even say more and maybe even tell everything and cast it. Everything they've been trying to protect, get with your exposure for them. It's just unfortunate. I don't know what to say. Informal regardless, yeah. We live and learn. I mean, nothing but love here. I not hold anything over anybody. No, absolutely. She can't delete it. After all that work, hell to the no. There's a lot to learn. Oh. Forget. She can't delete it. It's already too. Nobody invited her. She imposed herself. She walked with her two legs, carried phone and called. Nobody, so she cannot delete the video. On top waiting. Nah. Sister B not the delete nothing. I beg. Nobody invited her now. She came by herself. Should have called separately. Exactly. It would have been better. She could have called separately and reached out, and say, hey, I heard your video today, but I'd like to talk to you. That would have been another episode, right? Where Sister B will come back, which she normally does, and she has a fantastic, way of doing it. She'll come back and say, hey, by the way, I heard from so and so, and this is what they had to say. Then it would have been she said, he said. Now she came by herself. Come on. Emotions when they carry anybody go anywhere. We gotta learn to control those emotions. I'm telling you, it's not the best, it's not the most intelligent way to respond. If you're too emotional, don't say anything, just walk away. If you need to go the punch bag for gym, go punch am. Relieve your anger. Release them on top of the bag, you know. She should have sat that one out completely. She made it worse. She really, in my own opinion, she made it worse. Certainly made it worse. It wasn't worth it at all. She made people say poking holes, poking holes, poking holes. She should have just left that video, even though I'm sure she heard because I went back to watch. I was able to go back and finish up JR's part of where he was sharing his thoughts. Even if she heard that, and maybe that may have triggered her, I don't know. She should have just sat it out, swallow it, and then reach out to Sister B and say, hey, so and so person, I'd like to talk to you about this. So that way she's more, even though she's reacting like that, Sister B will be able to better handle her. But she didn't do that. She invited herself on a live show. I don't know, as people think they do things, sha. I don't know if I were in her shoes, I won't do that. I would just wait, even though it's painful. It's my brother or my relative or whatever. I would just wait, and then I'll reach out to the person, calmly express myself to the person that look, put yourself in my shoes. This person is my brother, and you know how it is in Nigeria. There's a lot of understanding that would have come. But no, she even cast more aspersions on top of the more fancy. Did she not came and put the nail in the coffin? What's the point? No. She shouldn't have called at all. I'm sorry. Hey, Bamidele, welcome, my village brother and neighbor. Welcome. Why can people ask the appropriate questions when dating? Why are you dating someone that? What's end goal or purpose in dating someone? That's a very good question. I'm gonna leave that there. Oh, let me drop the link. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I was busy chatting. We have not even started the topic yet, though. We are just catching up on now. A lot of people are asking for exactly, you know, you know. I think they'll be okay that she's fighting for his straightness. No, I mean, she shouldn't have shown up. That's the point. She shouldn't have called in. You know, she gave him opportunity to drag her though, because she put herself in the middle, so she's giving the opportunity to be dragged. Yeah? When I'm pissed, I just have to say, yeah. I mean, it can be hard. I get it, but you just have to find something that's going to help you calm. Nobody can understand you when you're emotional. You won't even make sense to yourself. And sometimes when you say things out of emotions, you tend to regret it. But immediately, I'm going to come back to your comment because we're going to start talking about this right now. Honestly. Okay, all right. Thank you. I'll do that. And if you can please remind me, sometimes I did talk and I will just forget. So please, thank you. I appreciate it, Mirabel. It was a serious PR disaster. She did not do a good job at it. I felt bad for him, me too, because he would never shake these rumors now, thanks to exactly. I felt bad for him. And in a country that is not receptive yet, it's not open-minded, they are still stuck in the old stone age. I mean, I don't know. At this point, he shouldn't even come out. At this point, there's no need. Because if the person from the house is coming and is dancing around the issues, I don't know. I feel bad. That woman, that informer should have just left it alone. Should have just left it alone. You don't want to lose the person, desperation. That's true. That's true. She should have never called, period. It's not her business. Absolutely. Alex, mama, papa never called any blow. Thank you. Is she more pain than exactly? I'm just imagining how that he's straight and has to deal with public identity crisis. I really just don't want to talk about these issues no more. Even if he's gay, he can't openly say it or no. Exactly. He can't, you know. I know now that the freeze work with that man. Isn't that what it does? You know, you go take that one now. It's just unfortunate. I mean, that girl for no bother. I'm sorry, for no bother. She for sit her mouth completely. You know, let's move on. No, that's true. Let me go back to Bamidele's question. I don't share my link. Oh, let me share it again. In case you not say, oh, where is your link? Where is your link? Me, you that you're asking for link, I don't see you. Oh. And you fair ask for link, I never see you. Okay. Yay, Marriott in the Marriott, how now? I can't hear you. Are you on mute?
Oh, I was on mute. Sorry. Hello, hi everyone.
Hi, welcome.
I don't have
Welcome,
the energy
sister.
that you have. I don't have the energy that you have right now. I'm literally lying on my floor.
Oh, wow. Isn't it cold on the floor?
No, it's not cold. The heater is working extra hard. So
Okay,
no.
good.
And I'm wearing
Okay.
socks. I'm still bundled up.
Oh, good. Then
Yeah.
you're
I
covered.
wanted to call in about the topic and in reference to what Bamdeli was saying.
Okay.
And I think I want to talk about myself. What's
Okay.
Mirabel saying? Leave me
Ignore Mirabel for now. You
alone.
ignore her for now, I beg.
Oh,
Ignore
you
Mirabel.
have me after I talk. Bye. Do you know I was thinking about it today, and I'm beginning to think maybe the issue is that people don't know what questions to ask. I'm beginning to actually doubt that I'm asking the right questions. That's actually how I feel right now. For real. And I have been on a date in a couple of months, but when I went to the other dates, I feel like I was asking the right question. You know, are you single? Are you separated? Do you have children? Do you want to have children? What do you do for work? What do you enjoy doing in your free time? Do you have a faith? I don't ask them where they're going in life, because I, 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 I don't know. I don't ask them those kind of questions. But now I'm beginning to think, actually, why am I think, okay, so I have a friend that I talk to. He's just a friend.
Okay.
And he has said certain things to me that I've actually had to think about, that if he has said this to me and this was a romantic setting, I won't speak to him ever again. Like, I will have dropped him. But as a friend, I listened to what he had to say, and then maybe I tried to understand what he was trying to say, or I just disagreed with him. One of those discussions was like full on blowout. I didn't talk to him for 2 days, and then we started talking again. Because then I was able to like explain, okay, this is how I feel, and they said this is how he feels, blah blah blah. It was about finances and relationships, and it made me realize that some of these things that I'm asking, am I just regurgitating pop culture questions, or am I asking questions that really do affect me personally, that make a difference to me? Does that make any sense, Omoye?
Absolutely. I hear what you're saying.
So I'm
But
beginning to question if I
mhm.
have been asking the right questions for me.
Okay. So let me ask you a question, right? You don't
Yeah.
mind me asking you
Sure. Go
okay.
ahead.
So what time when you go on a date, right? What kind of questions do you ask? If you can be honest about the types of questions you ask.
Okay. So when I go on a date, so all those questions that I talked about in the beginning are things that I ask in different roundabout ways. If I don't ask them directly, I'll try and elicit that information,
Mm-hmm.
those kind of information. So basically, I'm asking if their parents are together, where their parents are at. I don't usually ask people on the first dates about their jobs. I ask them what they do in their free time.
Okay.
Um, I ask them if they have any children, if they want to have any children, when
Mm-hmm.
their last relationship was. I ask them those questions
Okay.
because in my mind, like I'm trying to understand, okay, why did your relationship end? Those kind of questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not saying that they're not valid questions in hindsight, because I know when I was asking them, I thought they were very sensible. Then they're still valuable questions. But I'm beginning to think that maybe some of the questions that I'm asking, and I'm trying to get an answer, I know what I'm trying to get out of it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm now beginning to question, do I actually value some of those things? Like,
Exactly.
low key, I'm not asking a guy how much they make or what kind of job they're
Mm-hmm.
doing, but I care, right?
Right. Right.
But now I'm beginning to think, what if I met somebody? Because what if I met somebody who was making the amount of I'm making? I think
Mm-hmm.
before now, like before this last 2 weeks, maybe I wouldn't be honest. I'm just in my mind. I'd be like, hell to the no, 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 no. You need to
Right.
double that.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm thinking, I actually don't care about that.
Okay.
And so I'm looking back and thinking I might have been not incorrect questions, but questions that don't actually pertain to me, if that makes sense.
Right.
So maybe
So
I'm one of those
basically, you're
people.
asking, you feel like you're not asking questions that really really matter to the core of who you are. That
Exactly. I'm not
yeah.
asking the right questions for me. Like I'm asking
Right.
the right questions that, like, now if you're supposed to give generic advice to a woman who's trying to date for marriage, like
Mm-hmm.
I'm asking those questions, but they don't really, like, when we're talking about, I make jokes all the time about all these 50-50 people.
Mm-hmm.
It's not about the 50-50, right? I think most women know that it's not really about the 50-50. You want to see a man who's giving and generous towards you, who's going to be there for you. That's what I want to know. I'm not asking those questions on dates. Like this question that I just, like this answer that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not asking that because that, like, you used the phrase that goes to the core of who I am, but I don't ask that on dates. I'm
You,
asking
it
some other.
depends at what stage on a date though. So of course you're
Mm,
not going to be asking that on a first date, for
no,
instance, because
no.
you're trying to figure out this person, you're trying to still feel your way around that person, right? But after a couple of dates where you feel like there's something more, because as you're going along, as you're dating, you're getting to know each other and you're continuously asking questions, right? And then you have to get to a point, right, when you have to like start asking very important questions that speak to the core of who you are without any type of trying to dance around the issues, because this is the real thing. You're asking, okay, let me give you an example with myself, right? When I'm
Mhm.
going on a date, for the first few dates, I'm just asking you basic questions. What do you do for fun? What do you like to do? I actually ask, what do you do for work? That's just me.
Mm.
Ask, what do you do for work? Do you like what you do? If they tell me what they do, I'll say, do you like, are you happy with what you're doing? Or would you rather be doing something else? Right. And they'll tell me, oh, I really like to do this, but because that doesn't really bring in the income, so I'm doing this for now, so that kind of gives you an idea of the type of person that they are to me,
Mhm.
and then I start to ask. So have you ever been with a man before? I will ask you
Sis,
straight up. Have you ever been with a man? Have you had thoughts of being with someone, a man before? Have you ever explored in this? And the way I ask, I'm not asking it seriously. I'm actually, we're in a very calm and very mellow, mood, and we're just asking the questions, and it's going back and forth. I've never had any pushback when I ask those questions, and we talk about sex. So, are you the adventurous type? I ask. So, what kind of are you type of person that likes this? Do you like dog? This? I'm like going into the nitty gritty. This is me,
mm.
because I know, for instance, I haven't been in a relationship for a long, long time. I've been celibate for a very long time. So the expectation, because I know that he's a man, right? So he may have been having, for men, some men, they might be getting it on the regular. So when they meet you, they want you to be like, be a big bad big bee in the
Mhm.
bedroom. we're hanging leg on the ceiling fan doing. I want to know. Ejema Pami. So, do you like what kind of moves do you like? Are you the type? Do you like kinky things? What kind of kinky? I'm going, because I don't want any shocktalization. Because if shocktalization happens, that will be a problem. You know what I mean? So I'm asking, that's me, because I'm already thinking ahead. I'm not just thinking about, oh, yeah, we're just having fun for now. No, because I don't want surprises. So I will ask you those questions. Any type of person that likes to do you like, what do you feel about doing chores? Do you like to wash dishes? Do you like to cook?
Wow.
Do you mind someone who doesn't cook? That's me. That's the core of who I am, because I realize I cook, I love to cook, right? But I'm not in the mood to cook all the time. I love to do dishes. I don't like using the dishwasher. So I like to know what kind of person you are. I don't want you to have that expectation of me. This is me. This is just me being my realistic self.
Mm.
What kind of, do you like a woman who wears weaves? Because I know I don't wear weaves. That might be a problem for you. Do you like a woman who wears weaves, who's able to transform herself in different ways? Because I do wear wigs, but it's not a habit. I can do without it. You know what I mean? So
Mm.
I'm asking those things because I know that those things matter to some people. So I'm being myself authentically when I'm asking you those questions. No pun. I'm not trying to make you like me. You understand?
Yeah.
This is me. You like me, you leave me, or you like me. I'm just that person. But I have found in asking those questions, it's really helped me determine early on what direction I'm going, you know, or what, for instance, there was a guy I met, I really liked him, you know, but we started having conversations about the other room. We started having conversations about family. We started having conversations about chores and everything. The guy had a totally opposite response
Mm.
to everything I was saying. He had wild aspirations in the other room. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, literally, wow. Some of the
Wild
things I can't say.
aspirations.
You understand? But if you see him, the guy is like, oh my God, like, you just see, wow. You understand that kind of person? He's
Yeah.
a easy to talk to guy. You easily relax with him, everything. But when we started going in deep, I started asking him questions. This was maybe 3 weeks after we talked. I say, whoa, 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 whoa. This guy won't carry me where I know where they carry me go where I
Where you
don't
go, where you
know.
no know.
Going straight into
Do you understand?
yeah.
So that's for me. I learned to do that, and I realized that that really helps me.
Right.
You
Hi, my
understand? Sorry, Obiajilu, you wanted to say something?
no finish because I'm going to
Okay.
continue from where you stop.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Can I?
So for me, that works for me. So if you're not asking your authentic, because you have to figure out what you like first. For instance, before you know the types of questions to ask, you need to know what's important to you, what matters to you. Do you understand? What works for you? Now, I'm not saying that I'm regimented, meaning that I'm not willing to, like, I cannot compromise or flow with a person. I can be spontaneous, when I'm that kind of I can be spontaneous, right? So I'm not,
Mm.
but the reason why I ask those questions is I want to see what expectations, what you're having in your mind for me, because I don't want us to be in an awkward situation where you're like, oh, I thought this or I assumed this, because I talk wild, though. Sometimes I can talk big, big talk, but
Mm.
I will not do big, big do. You understand what I'm saying?
You
So
can't
it
back it
can be
up.
easily
Mad.
it can be easily misinterpreted because I'm
Right.
very expressive, right? I can speak my mind. So someone else, a guy, can easily misinterpret it, like, man, that girl is kinky. Oh my God. Most times when I start these conversations, especially when it has to do with sex, the guys pack up. They're like, yo, yes, I like it this way, I like it that way, I like this, hang your leg on the roof, throw in some this, throw in some that. I'm letting you be yourself. just be talking. Ma sọ̀rọ̀ lọ, ma sọ̀rọ̀ lọ. Because from talking, I'm reading your body language, everything. I'm taking everything in. And then I'll now go and say, this guy is okay for me. He said, he normal like me. Maybe me, I'm a bit more normal, but at least I can handle his normal. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's me. You understand? I don't talk too much. Unless I just hug the whole conversation. I'm sorry, guys.
No, I'm glad that you talked about all the various questions that you asked and your method of doing that. And it's so crazy because I've been thinking about this on my own, about myself, because I've been talking to this person for like 4 months. Again, there's nothing romantic, we're just friends, but it's incredible the question that I'm able to ask this person without any pressure of something being romantic. I'm asking everything I want to ask because I'm just trying to get to know them. I'm asking questions about their family, their relationships, what they did in this decade, that decade, and they're answering. And for me, I think it's I think the freedom, what's giving me the freedom to ask whatever I want is the fact that there's no pressure of something romantic developing. And I realized that looking back on the ones that were actual dates and people that I saw for weeks, I don't think I was this free in asking the questions. And I feel like I'm getting to know this person more, at least at this stage, that I knew people that I was trying to develop a romantic relation. I'm asking, like, nothing is off limit. I'm not asking about their sex life because, I'm trying to keep it very kosher. I know this person has a crush on me, but I don't care about that. But I'm able to ask all these questions, and I realized that I could have been asking much better questions when I was going on my dates, or because I think of the last person that I was with when we had the controversial money conversation. We were like 6 months into our relationship, and we were watching Dave Ramsey and one of these their clips, and the guy, I think this woman called. She was making 90K or 80 something K, and her husband was making 900K, and she still had to work. And I said, this is crazy. Why does she still have to go to a job? And she hates the job, but the guy says she has to continue. And I'm like, this is nuts. Like, why is she still in her job? She doesn't have to work. And the person that I was seeing said she should work. I'm like, what do you mean? He's making 900K. He's like, no, it's vital that she works because, she's going to lose her intelligence and whatever. She's not talking to people. I'm like, yeah, the fact that she's not working a job doesn't mean she's not working for a charity, that she's not on a board of something, something, something. She's still going out multiple times a week, just not the job that she hates for 90K. And he was triggered because I think in his past, he had like basically was the sponsor of his ex-wife for their whole marriage, pay for her school education. She just never worked. So I think he was triggered. But we didn't get into the weeds of this conversation until months into our relationship. And I was triggered because I'm like, hell no. When he, like, to me, it just felt very, I knew he wasn't coming from a selfish place, but for me, that was just unacceptable. So compared to this person that I'm just friends with, and we literally had the money drag out conversation in the first month. That's when I said I didn't talk to him for 2 days. But the fact that we had that conversation, then we're able to understand where the other person was coming from. And now, to my amazement, this person he's saying things that I would have expected him to say in the beginning, but he's saying that now because he then sees my point of view. There's an understanding that if he has said those things and we're on date 2, 3, 4, 5, he'll be gone. Like, I won't even be speaking to him anymore. So I realized that I think I've been doing this all wrong. Whoever is asking the question, 900K USD, and the one was making 90K USD.
So I think I should come in here.
Yes.
Sure. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
It's 2:09 a.m. So forgive me, my brain is a bit foggy.
I know. Thank you for calling.
So you see this topic, it's tricky. I don't think there's one way to
for
get
everything.
To understand. So my prescription, and this is based on my own experiences, right? Yes, you should ask questions. Yes, you should know the kind of questions to ask. But at the same time, certain factors need to be in place. First of all, you have to know yourself. by knowing yourself, right, you should know what you like, what you don't like, but know that that list is not mutually exclusive, but it's just based on the fact that you have to stand for something so you don't fall for everything. So at least if you know yourself to a reasonable extent, if you see the one you don't like, you say, I don't like this one. But if you see the one you like that is not on your list, it's easier for you to say, hey, I didn't think I would like this, but this actually feels nice. So that's on one side. On another side, you need to consider the fact that you can only control your own emotions, your own reactions, but you can't control how someone else would react or how they would feel. Right? So relationships now, dating now, I would say, is now like a game of chess. Everything is strategic. So in as much as you think that you and that person are just kicking it, you have your own expectations and so does the person. You can't tell how crafty a person is until you are in the person's life. E.g., a narcissist now, for example, they say all the right things. They do all the right things at the beginning because they're trying to lure you in. So if you find yourself asking questions at the initial stage, he might just tell you everything you want to hear. So this is where the other side of my own thought process comes in, right? Don't only listen to what they say to you, but also know that if a person tells you about themselves, just believe them. And I say this to say, in as much as you're asking questions, you need to also spend time with the person.
Absolutely.
You see the part where you said you guys were watching something. Yes, those are ways that you can actually get information about a person.
Right. You
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 go
know
out to
what?
the
Let me quickly say something, Obiajulu, before right there before I miss the point you made earlier about saying knowing yourself. That's number one, right? And then the second thing is in communication, it's not just spoken words because everybody here knows,
yeah,
right? That somebody will say one thing and do another.
and do another
You're
thing.
also paying attention to their actions, to the body
Exactly.
language. You're watching them, you know.
Exactly.
So everything is all part of the communication. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Obiajulu.
Okay. So, I'll use an example of somebody I spent time with. In the middle of a conversation, I said, what about your kids? And he just looked at me and said, F my kids.
Oh wow,
Exactly. Now,
that's harsh.
exactly. And I was like, okay. He's like, yeah, F my kids. Like, I don't care about them. He doesn't even have kids yet. He's not even married yet. And somehow in his subconscious, he has that lingering. What would actually become of his children or their mother in the future? You see those little things, that's how you know. Someone, maybe you guys are having a laugh about something and then he drops, they usually just drop it. Do you understand? Drop one piece of information. It's up to you to pick that information at the time it drops. And some people would cover it up with a joke. But the truth of the matter is, when a person tells you about themselves, believe them. If someone, for instance, a chick is trying to get with a guy and he's giving you gist about how, there was his friend in school that thought he snatched his girlfriend or he was sleeping with the guy's girlfriend and then there was something, that's an actual story. That thing he's telling you could potentially happen to you. So you need to know that this thing is possible. So the time that people spend together, I think we miss the point of spending time with somebody else, be it a
And
friend. Yeah,
listening to the person. When
yeah,
you listen
very
to a
crucial.
person, they really tell you who they
They
are
tell you
by
they tell
just
you who they
listening.
are.
You probably
It's,
won't even need to ask any
I'm
questions.
telling you, it's funny.
Yeah.
You're watching a movie and he's like, this woman doesn't even have respect for her husband. fam, that's you he's talking about. Because
Mm-hmm.
you see that incident that he's talking about, that particular situation, you could be in that situation. And that's exactly how he thinks. And that's his mindset. So you use that also as an opportunity to get to know the person. So the
Mm-hmm.
time you spend trying to know a person that you intend to date or you intend to become friends with, because note, friends are killing friends now. So you need to pay attention to that as well. It's not just for relationships, it's about who do you spend your time with or who are you going to invest your time in.
Right.
And don't forget that if you hang out with five intelligent people, you become the sixth. And if you hang out with five fools, you become the sixth. So you also need to put those thoughts in your head when you're asking all these your questions. It's not just asking questions, it's about spending time and being able to pick the information that you get during the
Right.
time that you spend with the person. I think that's the part I want to add.
Okay. So Marriott wants to hop off and go in the comment section. Thank you very much, Marriott, for being the top host for today. I appreciate you. I'll see you in the comment section. But those were brilliant questions you brought you because you opened up this conversation. So thank you very much, Obiajulu, for saying that. You see, the thing is, we're talking the whole conversation. It's all about asking questions, right? What type of questions are you asking while you're dating,
Mm-hmm.
right? So we're limiting it to dating because of course that is the experience that a lot of us are having currently,
Mm-hmm.
right? But it trickles down to every aspect of our
Every
relationship
aspect.
with
Yeah.
people, right? So you just said it all. But the first thing I know one thing that really works is listening to people.
Yeah.
When you listen when somebody's talking, right, it really speaks a lot about them and
Yeah.
the way they act in certain scenarios that they are not expecting. You will know. You'll be able to decipher what kind of person they
Yeah.
are.
You know if they're kind. You know if they're
You know their
cruel.
kind. So you'll know
You
whether you
know.
waste your time the next day or not.
It's true.
So this communication thing now, every sense is involved in it. Your eye
Absolutely.
is involved, your
Your
spirit is
ears.
involved, your
Yeah.
ears are involved, your nose self they involved, your mouth
Mm-hmm.
is involved, everything is involved because people, like you said, narcissists, right? You can't really pick them up. Personally, I don't I'm not flattered by someone who tells me everything I want to hear. That's me, number one.
Mm-hmm.
If you're telling
Yeah,
me everything
same.
I need to hear, that's a red flag for
Mary
me.
has trust issues.
Do you understand? No, yeah, you can call it that. Maybe I do have trust issues,
No,
but
because
I
I
mean,
have it too. It's not strange.
yeah. But the thing is, I'm a
Give it the
realistic
benefit
person.
of the doubt until you prove yourself.
Exactly. But the thing is, I'm a realistic person, though. I don't know if it
True.
has to do with trust issue or being realistic. We're not perfect,
Yeah.
right? Even though I meet you, if I meet, for instance, let's say I meet a guy and I say, ah, that guy fine, though, and I'm just showering, buttering you up. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
The guy said, "Go no, see, this girl was a butter me up." If you
Be
dey
like
enjoy him,
this,
you
not
understand what I'm
to,
saying? The same thing if a guy say, "Oh my God, you're the best thing since ice cream. You are this, you are that." In my mind, I dey yimu but you no go know. I go dey
but
do
I mean,
like
it's the same way that if a guy says to you, you know, I look good,
exactly,
he has told you
right?
everything.
Exactly.
He has
You
told you
know,
that you're not important.
exactly.
I'm the
Thank
one
you
that's
very
important here.
yeah. Thank you very much, Obiaju. Let me quickly go
Thank you.
to
All right.
so that everybody gets a chance to
All right.
speak.
So let me go. Bye.
Thank you
Thank you
so
guys.
much, Obiajulu. You really brought it, everything. You rounded it up,
Thank
everything.
you.
Thank you so much. I
All
appreciate
right.
you. If you
Thank you,
go to bed
Emoye.
tonight, have a great night. I
All
love
right.
you and I
Thanks. Love
appreciate
you,
you.
darling. Thanks,
Yeah.
everyone. Bye.
Bye. Mirabelle. Welcome, Mirabelle. Mirabelle. Mirabelle, can't hear
Hi,
you. Are you on
Amoye.
mute?
Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
darling.
Hi. So I really liked the question Marriott asked. I wanted like I literally was gonna answer it right after she finished asking, but Amoye, you said some of the stuff I had in mind because when we keep saying the right question, a lot of people could get a bit confused, and you could literally Google what are the questions to ask, and you're going to see 1,001 questions.
Yeah.
Or you could hear other people talking about, questions that are important and questions that should be asked. And a lot of the times, people lose sight of the meaning of the word the right question, because now you now think there's a standard to what questions are right. And sometimes you get caught up listening to everyone else, saying what the right questions is, or listening to what a list of questions that you're supposedly asking when you go out on whatever it is. So I was glad Mary brought that up, because you could literally go out with someone and you're asking questions based on what you've heard everyone else say, the questions you should ask should be, or based on what you've read, the questions should be. And sometimes you fail to realize that the right questions are subjected to different factors, like you ladies already mentioned. First of all, the most important factor is you knowing exactly what it is that you want from a partner. Second of all, also knowing what it is that you want out of that relationship. Because a lot of the times when people go into a first date or go out on a first date, they're not looking for something long term. They're looking to enjoy the ride while it lasts. So at that point, what they want out of that person, and also out of that relationship, factors into the questions that they ask. Now, when you go out to hoping that you want something that's going to last a long time, or you go out looking for something serious, the right questions is going to be determined, based on the your what is it called, based on what you want out of it, basically, and knowing exactly what you want from a partner and what you want from that relationship. Because a lot of the times, people dating, sometimes you're not dating because you want to marry that person. Sometimes you're just dating to. I've not been on a date for 5 years and I decide, you know what, let me just go out and see what is out there in the street,
Right.
right? And so I'm just, at this point, I'm testing the waters, as they say, or I'm just, trying to put myself out there, or trying to see what's out there, or trying to even explore to understand myself better. Now, someone in a situation like that, the questions that might be right for them to ask is completely different from someone that is going out with a purpose, someone that is going out to find a potential partner, someone that is going out to find someone to potentially get married to. That the questions are definitely different. And even with that, what's right for me. So we have two people still looking to go out on a date and settle down and get married. Um, Still, what might be right for person A is different from what might be right for person B. Um, you have to list down what are your most important requirements in a partner. Then you can take it from there, you know. So for me, someone that a partner that helps with house chores might be very important to me, and for the next person it might not be. What you find as your non-negotiables might be completely different from what I find as mine. So when you go out asking all of those questions, the right questions depends on what you as an individual want out of you know a relationship,
Right.
and secondly, what you want out of that partner. Because whatever relationship it is, if it's like dating, then what you want out of it is just dating. If it and what is it called? If even in a dating phase, I might want specifics from someone. So it also depends on what you find important. And then again, I was gonna say it's never too early to ask the things that are important to you, but it
This
might
is
be too
true.
late. So
Yes, this
don't
is very true.
apologize for asking whatever you think is important to you, especially if you're intending to be in a serious relationship with that person.
Right.
Whatever you think is important to you, it's never too early to ask it. And
That's
if
true.
someone feels like, damn, she's going in so hard, that wow, why she's asking this on the first date? Why is he asking this on the first date? This is too serious. Then that's okay. That's
Yes.
okay. If that puts them off, then that's okay. At the
Yes.
end of the day, do not postpone the evil days. If
Yes.
you asking what you think is important at a time you feel is important on someone else, then that's fine. It
Mm-hmm.
makes it easier for you so you don't have to drag it along, you know. That's why I always
Absolutely.
say don't postpone the evil days. If it's gonna end
Yes.
tomorrow, it better
Let
end
it end.
today. If it's
Yes.
gonna end next week, hey, it can end this hour. So if me asking questions that are seemingly important to me might make you feel like, damn, I'm going too far off, or for some people they even tag the lady or the person as being too desperate, or they, you know, whatever that is, you just should be unapologetic about
About it.
what you
Absolutely.
know you want
Mm-hmm.
and the things that are important to you. And if this person that you're having this conversation with has a problem with that, that's okay.
Yes.
And it's respectable that you have a problem with it. I respect that you're honest about the fact that you're not okay with my questions. Because
Mm-hmm.
we can just go our separate ways, you know.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
yeah, I just wanted to put it out there. It's never ever too early. It could be too late though.
Yes, absolutely. No, I completely agree with you, Mirabel. I'm on that table with you. And you asked a question. The lady on Auntie Bishop have dated for 5 years, right? You're referring to Fancy, right? Did regular actions and night, right? Night of
No, no,
wedding
no.
family.
There's
Oh
this
no, no, it
lady
was a
that
story
she made
that,
a comment and she said she was
yeah,
being with this person and they literally did the date for that long. And then on the night of their wedding, this person said they wanted it from, you know, the other place. And the person confessed to them that they were um um playing the other team. And I'm just like, okay, this is not just asking the right question. This is you've actually like Obiojin would say get to, you know, like Omoye say, get to listen, which is very important. Obiagelu say, get to spend time with this person. You get to know
mhm,
them better. And
right.
I'm sure this person did all of this because if you were together with this person for 5 years and you guys have actually been intimate and all of that, then what else could be more convincing to you that, you know, this person is all good? And then you go ahead and marry this person on the first night. This person is asking for something that, you know, sexually that you guys never did for 5 years.
Yeah, but it's possible some people don't ask all the questions. Some people don't even, they see the signs but they ignore it. Let's not forget that.
But
It's
then
not like,
again, though, yeah, I can't even
mm,
blame this person. If you've been with this person for that long and you've been doing this for that long, then would you not think that for after 5 years that you've understood what this person is about sexually?
exactly. So that's
Especially
my
if you've
whole
been
point.
doing, if you've not done anything, then
Yeah,
okay, of course. But if you've been doing
exactly.
it for that long, why
Thank
wouldn't I
you.
think that I know what this person is about sexually? And don't get me wrong, I understand the concept of change being constant and people evolving, and even we're asking the right questions. What someone feels today is subject to change tomorrow based on perceptive change, based on your life
Hmm.
experiences, based
Hmm.
on their maturity level. We
Hmm.
all, as time goes on, we evolve, we have different outlooks on life. And what I say yes to today, it might be no tomorrow. And so even if we're asking the right questions, that person might be saying what you want to hear. And it's not because they're saying what you want to hear. Sometimes that's actually how they feel. A year, 2 years down
Absolutely.
the line, how they feel is subject to change. So is you, you know, so is how you feel subject to change. You just hope that whatever change comes is not too far off from what your
Drastic.
expectations are. But
Exactly.
even with understanding the concept of change, when it comes to stuff like that, asking the right questions. It's not this person has been with them for 5 years and you've been doing I'm sure you've done a lot of stuff. You've explored. So why would you think that there's something new and bizarre? There's something so like, you know, off that this person will be expecting from you on your wedding night. There's no escaping that. Anyone can like I have so much empathy for that. I had so much empathy for that lady and I just felt bad because come on now. Come on now. It's not like you said you were waiting till marriage and then the person finds this out. And it's not like you dated for 3 or 6 months. It's a long standing thing that you must have explored almost everything in that time. And even if something new comes up, you won't expect that it was that. So was that person was
Drastic.
able to cover that up for that long until your wedding night and then reduce that to you. And it's like, now wow, like how are we gonna solve this problem? at the end of the day, not God, though. It's only God. Because when you do your part, of course, and then you leave the rest to God, you pray that, if it's anything that you need to know, God has to show you before you make that commitment. Because sometimes you dot your I's and you cross your T's, but you still get screwed over.
That's life. That's life. Thank you so much, Mirabel. Whoa, you said a lot, and I appreciate it. They're very, very worthy points that you just brought across. Absolutely, I agree with you. Thank you so much, Mirabel, my darling.
Which
Let
one
me
are you
come
doing?
to you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Like it's the first time I'm on here.
I
Okay,
have
well,
to
let's
thank
pretend.
you
You're
now. Maybe
welcome.
you can phone and you don't want to come. At
Eh,
least you came. Is it no effort? Shouldn't I thank you for the effort? Hmm?
telling me too much thank you like it's my first time. Thank you so much for coming. You're
Thank you,
welcome.
Mirabel. I'm not
You're
gonna stop saying
welcome.
thank
You're
you.
welcome. Oh my yeah,
Cynthia.
bye bye,
Hi,
Joe. I'll be
Cynthia.
at the comment section.
Okay, thank you so much, my love. Don't look for trouble, oh. Cynthia.
Hello, hello.
Hello, my village sister.
How are you? How are
So glad
you?
to have you. I am
I
great.
know.
Cold, but I'm fine.
I know you're looking fabulous, darling. Looking
Thank
fabulous.
you. Thank you. My head is
Thank
swelling
you for
though.
my flowers and my compliments too. I love you. Mwah.
Mwah. I love you too.
Oh, okay. Let me give my two
Yes.
cents before I jump
Thank
off.
you. Yes.
Okay, so I think Obialo, I can't say the name. Sorry, Obialo
Obiajulu. Yes.
Obialo Julu. Sorry, sis.
Obiajulu.
She said a lot of the points that I wanted to say, so I was like, crossing them off as she was saying them. I think, yeah, definitely for me, I feel like when I've been in the dating space, depending on the stage that you're at when you're dating, you should be asking questions based on what your outcome is likely to be or what you're looking for at that time, right? So, for example, if you're dating and you're at the stage where maybe you just want to have fun, you're just going out with a guy casually, maybe you just want to, be friends with benefits. Of course, you don't need to be asking him about his family. You don't need to know about his finances. You don't need to know about, I don't know, his 5-year plan or, what he wants to do in the future. It can just be quite surface level because you don't want more than what the situation is. Um, but if you're dating, let's say you're dating for marriage, then I feel that the questions that you have to ask need to be more focused in terms of the stability that you feel that that person is going to have or your relationship will have moving forward, right? So you need to
Right.
ask questions based on his maybe his family, his upbringing, his thoughts on kids, his finances have to come in there. I'm not saying that this is on a first date. I'm saying that obviously if you've decided that this is somebody that you want to date with the intention to marry, then at some point quite early on you need to establish this type of information so that you also know what you're getting into. So I think that that's kind of how people should kind of do the dating thing, like moving
Right.
forward, depending on where you're at, date and ask questions. But I feel like it's definitely important. I always say ask uncomfortable questions. It doesn't have to be like sitting somebody down and giving them an interrogation. It can just be done when you're watching TV, things come up, you can drop in questions around that time, or you can put scenarios, you can like send them a podcast, send them skits, and depending on the outcome of what the people, sometimes people say a lot of things without saying a lot of things. So for example, years back, I wasn't dating this guy. This guy really liked me. This guy was acting like an angel, right? He would come to my work. He was trying to woo me, buy me lunch, all these kind of things. And he really wasn't my type. And I really wasn't really giving him that time. So one time I traveled and I went for a spa weekend. And it happened to be where he was working. So he just took it upon himself to come to visit me at this place where I was at the spa, right? So when I came down to the reception from the hotel, the concierge people were not at the desk. Do you know that this guy, he's not staying at the hotel, by the way. I'm staying at the hotel. He just came to visit. There were people in front of us in the queue because we were waiting to ask them for a direction to go to a restaurant. And do you know what this guy did? He walked from the back of the queue to the front of the queue and started banging the desk.
Wow.
And I was
Oh
just like,
wow! He went
you
in front of the concierge and was
no.
banging the
He
desk.
went in front of. We were lining up, so there was people checking in, and we were
Right.
waiting behind at the back, right, kind of hanging back. And he
Mm-hmm.
got impatient. He got up. He got up from the seat where we were sitting, and he went to the front of the people that were lining up, and he started banging, like banging on the desk, like hello, hello, hello. And I was just like, who the
Wow.
hell is this person, and why would you
Yeah.
do that? Okay. So I was stood there in shock and I'm thinking, how rude can you be? And why would you do that? We weren't next. We were not waiting long. And I just felt like it was just such a disrespectful thing to do. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, this person presents himself as such a gentleman. He packages himself like, oh, he holds the doors. And then in that moment, his mask slipped. Do you understand? So I
Yes.
feel like a lot
Yes.
of the time it's not what people say and the actions that they do. You need to read the things, the situations that they find themselves in that tells you a lot about a person. So how they
Right.
speak to servers, how they speak to other people, how they speak to
Mm-hmm.
their friends. I couldn't believe it. So when he came back and I was looking at him like, why would you? And I looked at him and I was like, why would you do that? I said we weren't next. And I just went and sat down at the back. I was so embarrassed and I was pissed because I was just like, who? And I was just like, that's so embarrassing. Come on.
Right.
So I went and sat down and I was fuming. So he saw my mood had completely changed and he
Mm-hmm.
was looking at me like, oh, then he started he was started saying, oh, what's wrong with you? Like saying, oh, what's wrong? Because I wasn't speaking anymore. And I said, oh, nothing, nothing. And he was like, oh, what's wrong? What's wrong? And I was like, I just said, oh, I just felt that that wasn't appropriate for you to do that. Do you know that this guy started arguing with me in the lobby?
No way. Are you
Somebody
serious?
who, this man I'm not dating, you're meant to be in the stages of wooing me. You've imposed on my getaway by inviting yourself. That's already overstepping your boundaries. And then on top of that, you were being disrespectful in a public place, and then you start having an argument with me. So he was saying, oh, I was being rude to him, I was making him feel small, I was disrespecting him in front of people. I
Oh
didn't say nothing.
boy.
I
The
just
guy
said, you
has
know what,
issues.
I just said, I'm really tired, thank you for coming, but I don't feel like I want to go out anymore. And he got pissed, and this guy's true colors came out. He's like, oh,
Whoa.
I came all this way to see you, and you're gonna make me go back. Da, 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 da. I said, it's fine. I said, have a good evening, all the best. You can
Wow.
go. You can go. So yeah, so that's just to say that people can present themselves as something, but really when you find them in situations that they're not really used to, or in situations that is just the normal everyday thing, that's when you should be watching them extra carefully because that's when their mask will
Honestly.
flip.
Absolute.
A
Cynthia,
weirdo,
you
absolute weirdo,
you shattered the table. You're so right. It's in
absolute
the
weirdo.
it's in the very unexpected moments that you catch people's real intentions and who they
Absolutely,
really are.
absolutely. Yeah,
It's
because I
not
work in
when they
HR.
dress up. Yeah.
Exactly. So I work in HR, so I work with people all the time. So I see it as when somebody meets you for the first time, they're presenting their interview face. Do you understand? You're not gonna come and be telling the person
Yes.
all your bad habits, all your bad behavior. You're coming, you're
Mm-mm.
packaging yourself nicely, you're looking good. It's
Mm-hmm.
until you take that person and you hire that person, you give them the job. That's when and they pass their probation, their mask will start slipping and they'll start misbehaving. So it's those stages that you need to really watch people, watch what they do and watch their actions. Always the actions speak louder than their words, most definitely.
Hmm. You're very, no, you're right too. You just
Yeah.
honestly, there's so many nuances to this thing, really. To be honest,
Mm.
I don't think, let me just put it out there before I even continue further. I'm not a relationship expert though. This
Oh,
one we are
me either.
talking
This is
is
real life.
everybody, we are just sharing real life experiences and giving our 2 cents on it, what has worked, what has not worked, what can be done, where everybody's just testing microphone right here right now. So I beg, let nobody say, oh, I know the relationship expert, big one. So, but what you said is very true because people will act out in, especially when it's an unexpected scenario that's created. Maybe they created it by themselves or you guys found yourselves in it. They'll really show their true colors. That's when you really need to look out and be careful. You are
Yeah.
absolutely right, Cynthia. I
Yeah.
agree with
Yeah.
you. There's no right or wrong answer to this, by the way. Everybody has really made great points and insightful ones too.
And just let me make a quick one, Omaye. So somebody
Sure.
was, I think it was it Marriott or Mirabelle that made the comment about, oh, the guy, they were intimate for 5 years, and then on the wedding night the guy wanted the back
It
door,
was
whatever.
Mirabelle. Yeah. it
Okay,
was
Mirabelle. Okay,
Yeah.
so I've spoken to a lot of friends, yeah, and I've had this situation before. So I'm gonna try and say this codedly for the adults in the room. Please try and follow what I'm saying without me saying a lot, okay? Because of YouTube. All right. So sometimes, yeah,
Thank you for putting that into consideration, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
There are times, okay, during Kerewa if you are with a guy, right, you'll be getting in the throes of the passion, okay, and things will be happening and juices will be flowing, right, and then sometimes the eggplant may come out of the hole, okay. That is everybody following, right? And then because maybe it's dark, you're not seeing what you're doing, maybe the guy will try and put the eggplant, but he misses the hole, okay? You need to be watching, because some guys will use style, okay? They'll pretend that,
intentionally put it where it's not supposed to be.
Exactly. But then it's in that moment that you as the lady, okay, one time it might happen, you'll be like, oh, babe, come on, what are you doing? The next time the guy will try, you need to pull him up on it and be like, hold on a second. That last time that we was getting down, you was trying, I kind of felt like you were trying to go to a new stomping ground, right?
Right.
Is that something that you're interested in? I've done this before, okay? I'm speaking from experience. I've done this before. Somebody I was being intimate with at the time I kind of felt that the person was trying to use style, right? And I just asked him and I was like, is that something that you're into? And he said, you know what? Yeah, I want to try it. And I was just like, it's not what I'm into. So I feel like a lot of the time, you're doing things, even though you're saying that you're being intimate, you can still, in that moment, you should still be confident. I mean, if you're already doing the do with the person, I mean, how much more, what is the word? Candid do you want to be? I think that you're already in a vulnerable position, right? So you shouldn't even be doing that if it's somebody that you can't have that conversation with. And I feel like you should, even at that point, you should just be like, I noticed that you're trying to use style to try a new style or a new position. Is that something that you're into? And just pull them up and say, no, that's not what I'm into.
Yeah.
You know, so I feel like probably the guy that lady was married to, there's been incidents of that happening, but she's just been brushing it off, because I don't believe that a guy who's into that will just one day, bam, bring it out of the blue to try and take it there. He's been trying to use it. Absolutely not. He just wants to test the water first to see if he can go there. And if you give him the green light, he'll go there. I've had friends that have been intimate and then it's been going like that. And then the guy has been trying to use style and they're like, yeah, go there. And they've done it. Do you understand?
Whoa.
So it is what it is, but they've never said.
That's a great point, Cynthia. Whoa. Una de here, ladies in the house.
So, yes, open your ears widely. So this is just the University of Life and Conversation.
I'm telling you, that's okay? What we're having right now.
Don't be deceived that these guys, they know they want to try certain things, but I feel like if a guy is doing certain things, you need to watch that. And he's trying, they'll use style to try and do certain things to see what they can how far they can take something. And if they see that they got like a weird vibe from you, they will not continue. They might feel ashamed, they might feel embarrassed. But if you kind of be like, oh babe, we're trying, like, are you on that? Is that something that you want to explore? It will open the floodgates. The guy will start telling you all the freaky things that he wants to do that you didn't even know. So
especially in that moment.
In that moment, absolutely. You'll hear a lot. That's my 2 cents.
Mario says, stop doing kerewa in the dark. Put on the lights.
No. You don't have to do it in the dark. Not in the dark. I'm just saying. Put the lights on. Not for.
Says, don't leave me. Oh my God, you guys are something else. You know what? That's actually a good point. Mirabelle says, I asked my husband though, and in different occasions, I even told him it's okay if he likes the other league before I marry. You see him?
Exactly.
This na me. Marriott just know. Be like say na make us dey connect on me higher level. This is me. I will ask you, have you played in the? I will say, it's no, there's nothing wrong. Go really, there's nothing I have not seen before. So if that's what you like, I just want to know so I can be prepared. That's what me go tell ask you. I will make it about me and you so that I will be prepared, Even though I've never played in the league before, I mean, we can, you go tell me now. When you tell me, I go know, I will say, okay, no problem. It's me, not you. You have that conversation,
Yeah.
So, wow, Cynthia, you brought it all the way. This is grown conversation. If you're not
Grown.
ready,
18 plus.
please
If you're not ready.
exit, because this one is grown. This is conversations after dark.
After dark,
In
honestly.
the
Village
square.
meeting.
I'm telling you. Oh my God.
Yes.
No, you are absolutely right, Cynthia. Please, Cynthia,
Yeah.
I want you to stay on
Yeah.
for please. I want to stay on. I want to
Yeah.
ask
I'm on. I'm here.
Bamidele.
I'm here.
Yeah, thank you. Bamidele, welcome. I know this is your first time of calling. Thank you so much for calling in. Happy New Year to you. Hi, can you hear
Hi.
us?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, glad to nice to meet you. I saw your face earlier. Thank you for joining us. What say ye to this conversation that we're having? As the only man on the panel.
Well, it's just that well, I've been experiencing the same thing where I started dating this one lady and when I started like for 2 months we were just like actually 3 months we were just like talking back and forth, and I noticed that even though our conversation went well, it seems
Mhm.
like the lady I'm talking to is not repis- reciprocating the energy that I'm bringing to the table. So I'm saying, I don't think she's interested in me. So I just said, just leave it alone and move on. And the thing is that with me, I believe it takes two to tango.
Right.
So if two people are not in agreement and you're putting all the energy and the other person's not putting all the energy into the relationship, I'm just like it's no point in just like moving forward. So that's pretty much how I see it. It takes two to tango, and if you guys are not on the same terms,
Mhm.
like what you're looking for in a spouse or a potential person,
Mhm.
then I feel that dating should I don't feel the purpose of it's good to date to see what you're looking for, but at the same time, as we age, you're getting older, you know what you're looking for. It's like people can just date all years and years and not understand you're just in this relationship for years, but like where is it going? Like if you
Mhm.
date for years and years, but it's like it's not going anywhere, then like what's the whole point? you know
Right. So let me ask you this, Bamidele. So when you meet someone, for instance, if you meet a girl, I mean, are you asking direct questions or how is it going? Do they know upfront what you're looking for, or how is it like? I hope you don't mind me asking.
no, I
You
don't
don't have to
mind.
be too personal, but because we're all trying to learn, women and men, you're coming from the man's side now. I know that not every man has your perception. We're all different, but it would be nice to know, how do you approach your dating scene, for instance?
Well, the first day is mostly just kind of get to know the person, just basic questions like what do you like to do, what are your hobbies, like where do
Mm-hmm.
you work, things of that sort. I keep it really kind of like basic. That's pretty much for the first day, and then like the second day, you try to get to know the person, get to
Right.
know them, little by little, and then um that's how I approach it. I don't just approach it up front because like I understand how you said that you want to have everything, tell everything up front, so
Not
that
necessarily. Not necessarily. I said, after a couple of dates, depending on how comfortable you get with each other. Because I'm not going to be having those conversations that I mentioned earlier. I'm not having that upfront. That's not happening. because I don't know you like that, right? I'm
Yeah.
just meeting you for the first time. So of course I want to just have a conversation, basic conversation, and see if there's any type of, likeness. I'm not even gonna say chemistry, because chemistry can be false. Like likeness there. Like, can I be this person's friend? Can this person be my friend, right? And take it from there. But obviously, as the conversations go on, as maybe we continue to see each other, I want to ask more questions, right? So for instance, I want to, I'm the kind of person that I like for us to cook together. There's a reason why I like to do that, because when you're cooking, there's so many things. The person is their authentic self when they're cooking, to be honest. For those who like to cook, for those who are kitchen people, when you're cooking with someone, your guard is down. You're like, oh, it feels homely, sort of, and you tend to relax. So you're able to like get stuff, ask questions and not take it too seriously. So that was the approach I was trying to, not upfront. I'm not going to be asking you what's your bed style, what's this. No, 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 that's not happening because I don't know you,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Me personally, I don't know. Human beings can be funny. So, even coming from the aspect of our African cultures, like and I noticed we talk a lot about the pressure that in our age our parents are just pushing us and pressuring us with this whole relationship and marriage thing.
hmm
But it's like not everybody is not gonna end up married, and it's not everybody's calling to be married. But
true.
it's like if you're at a certain age where you're not settling down, it's like the pressure from your not only your parents but like your relatives, like aunts and uncles, will be always pumping you the question like, why
hmm
aren't you settled down and why aren't you not married? Well, I had to find the right person. You know Just me personally, it's like as a man, as an individual, you know, it's good to just take to be my authentic self, just be myself, because like I don't know, it seems like people don't want to be themselves, you know.
That's true. I mean, that's happening a lot. I can agree with you. There are a lot of people out there that don't want to be themselves. But, even though that's there are also people who like to be themselves. So it's just a matter of finding those people that like to be themselves that you can flow with. Can I ask where you're located right now? Where you're
Yeah.
calling us from?
Chicago.
Chicago. Okay. And can you give me your age range? Because we have quite a number of ladies on here that I'm just curious. If you don't mind though,
No,
only if
I
you
don't
don't mind. I'm
mind.
not trying to put you on the spot, but I do that I have a dating phone thing on the side, but I'm gonna shut it down because they're not really communicating as they should. So let's not go there. So what's your age range? Are you, because it looks like you're trying to meet the right type of person with the right type of mindset. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So what's your age range? You don't have to tell me exactly how old you are, but you can give me like a range.
I'm gonna say, let's say between 35 to 40. So I'm
Okay.
in my late 30s.
You're in your late 30s. Okay. And what is your the dating limit? Sorry guys, I'm throwing in dating though, because it looks like I'm feeling Bamidele's energy from here. And Bamidele, please correct me if I'm wrong. I don't want to be too forward. You're a first time caller. I don't want to drive you away. Please let me know when I need to stop so I don't put you on the spot.
It's okay, it's fine.
All right. So I'm feeling Bamidele's energy. I'm feeling the connection here for anyone who wants to communicate with him. He's in Chicago and your age range is 35 to 40. What are you looking for? What age range are you looking for?
I'm gonna say between, let's say, 30 to 30 to 34,
Okay,
or
30 to 34. So, okay, Bamidele is 35 to 40 and he's looking for 30 to 34. Is anybody open to having a conversation and doing private chat with him that wants to call in? He's in Chicago. He's based in Chicago. Are you open to dating outside of the ocean, across the ocean? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so you're open. Okay. So people, ladies in the house, let me see. Let me go through the comment section. Sorry, Natu, I will come to you. Let me see. He has a nice voice. Cynthia is already on. Oh yeah. You people can let's have an open conversation here. You don't have to
She's
get
just
too detailed.
complimenting. Don't put Cynthia on the spot. She's just complimenting.
Cynthia, you
Yeah,
just
so
complimenting.
I'm complimenting. I got my
Okay.
boo. But my sister's
Okay.
looking. I'm looking for my sisters. My sisters.
All right. So who's open to having a conversation with nothing too serious? You can be friends, we're family here, we're village people here. Nothing, I'm not trying to put anybody on the spot, but let me see. Marriott has a question for you, Bamidele. Does Bamidele get offended when women batter him with questions?
No.
Okay.
No. Because if it's actually pretty. With questions, it's like it's good to ask questions because like kind of get to know the person. So I don't feel offended. So
Okay.
Are
All
you open to
right.
date? Are you open to dating outside of your tribe and country?
yes, because funny thing is that all the all the ladies that my parents are trying to introduce me to, they're always like my own tribe, and I said I don't want to. You marry somebody outside your tribe, it doesn't have to be within your
Your
location,
tribe.
your
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
location. So
Okay.
Okay, we'll find your East African queen. Don't worry.
Okay, so Marriott, do you want to come in and just chat? This is a great opportunity for friendship and connection. Nothing major. Nobody's saying come and marry right now. But I know we have single ladies in the house, so be cool. No. And he has already told us what he wants. Special Junior, did you say you said yes? Special Junior, try to call in now. I think you have trouble with your connection. That's the problem. You need to fix your connection because every time you try, they connect. I know they fit, you know. Uh diplomat is being silly. He says, what if what if I'm 85 years? Can we converse? Okay. Okay, Obiajulu says she's open to friendship. Okay, you people should call in now. Let me share my link. Maybe my link has passed again. Let me share it. People should come in and talk. Use the link, please. Obiajulu, you guys can private chat. There's a private chat within the studio that not everybody can see. So you guys can talk. Marriott, you won't call, yeah, oh, I'm waiting for you people. Oh. All this someone that they form shy. See correct guy now. Bamidele is here. Biko, enter studio. Enter studio. Yeah, they can talk in the chat, in the private chat. I'm waiting. If you are too shy, send me an email. And Bamidele, you can also send me an email as well, just in case somebody wants to connect. I'll just connect you guys by email privately. My email is on my about in my channel, so you can reach out to me on my about. Okay, Obiajulu is in. Obiajulu, welcome. Are you on mute? Obiajulu, we can't hear you. Uh-oh. I don't know what happened to your thing. You're disconnected, Obiajulu. So somebody is asking if you like Igbo. I don't know. He did say he was open. Special Junior, he said he's open. So no, I couldn't hear you either. What's wrong with your what's your connection? You need to try and connect again. Natu, what happened to Natu? Natu just dropped off. Natu, come back, oh. Natu, come back, come back. I want to hear what you have to say. I beg. You know, so Natu is visiting Florida, her sister, so she might be gisting with her sister, and she had to drop off. Marriott, oh yeah, I'm waiting for you people now. You know that everything she buy, you know. Eh? Why people fall in my hand? All right, well, let's continue with the conversation. You couldn't hear me? Okay, I don't know how you were calling in, so you might want to try again. Maybe I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't hear you though. Could anybody hear her when she called in? No, 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 not be the entire thing now. I just use the opportunity for now. Not to abeg, come back. Eh? Come back. No, now you're not getting it. No. Okay, well, we're just gonna leave it there. Bamidele, let's continue. Have you? So, are you done with your insight into this? Because the thing is, some of these women here are shy. You know, our Nigerian women sometimes they used to be shy.
Hmm.
We used to have a match. Yeah, we used to have a live matchmaking show, but trust my people, my villagers, I don't know, they're so shy. I have never seen. I even moved it to WhatsApp for we're nothing. I've already given deadline. I'm shutting this whole thing, shutting it down. So that's that. But in any case,
You can't
anybody
shut
when
your ministry down.
no, not matchmaking. When nobody they matchmake, what you make her do?
There you go. That's what church they take grow.
Not be church I dey build now. They just dey there, they occupy space. No, but no. Anybody when they I tried the live and everything, but nothing. But anyways, let me just leave it there. If anyone is interested in Bamidele, send me an email. And Bamidele, please send me an email on my about. And if there's anyone, I can just give you email address that you're comfortable giving out. So okay. So let's continue with the conversation. Um, so Bamidi, did you have anything else that you wanted to add in regards to questions and all of that?
Well, I just feel in terms of questions, well, if it say for example, if it's just like the first date, I don't think you need to be too serious, but it's like, um, I don't know, it works on both ends. It takes two to tango. So, if if the woman's in agreement and the man's in agreement, then it should work out. But it's like, I don't know. There are certain red flags that me as a person would want to avoid. Another one is desperation, which is kind of like a red flag. It's like, red flag for me because that kind of like shows me that you're really not your true authentic self. Now, I'm not saying that there's millions of men, there's millions of women out there for the one that you can choose, that you can look for. You just gotta go and search it out. Go and search the one that's right for you. So
That's true. You're right. There's a lot the people out there, although yes, they do say the normal good ones, level-headed ones are kind of hard to find, but they're out there. You just have to keep showing up and you connect to the right person. And sometimes some of these bad people, when they see a decent human being, they have a tendency to change their ways. I'm not saying be there or be patient, but some of them, I'm just saying, life, you never know. There's nothing that's cast in stones, right? But thank you very much, Bamidele, for now. Let me go to Natu. Natu, welcome to the
I
show.
say
Thank you.
Bamidele don't bench me today.
He not bench you. I just feel I'm as make I put them out there. You just never
No,
know.
that's a good one. Listen, you never know. And I think one of
Yeah.
the things that we have here, people don't socialize.
That's the thing.
So, and that's why people always want Nigeria to go and marry.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm one of them. Like I 3 4 years I don't go any party. Like even wedding, like it's a struggle. So it's always good like this.
Exactly. I don't
Cynthia
mind.
reminds.
Actually, I was doing dating shows. This is like a month or two ago. Somebody remind me.
Mhm,
We're doing
mhm.
it on a regular every Saturday. The initial day, when we started, it was going well. People seem to be interacting. Next thing, my people turn shy. Nigerians, I never see. They just became and they're decent people. You know what I mean? Like really decent people. I said, what did they worry you now? Hey, yeah, me. I never see this kind of thing before. More than drop all these things. So I said, okay, fine. You don't need to put your face out there. If you just talk, and connect on the private chat, communicate as much. Because once we leave this panel, everything will go off, it will wipe out
Right,
completely.
right.
So anyway, and I said, okay, Sister B now suggested, okay, take it to WhatsApp. Maybe you know how Nigerians are, they're shy. And I said, okay, I took it to WhatsApp. Almost people enter WhatsApp, communicate, they know they communicate. Everybody just quiet. I said, what the hell is going on?
Everybody
You
they
know,
form.
I now started doing like every week, once a week, I would do like a Zoom so everybody can interact. I did it. I can't say, these people are not, I beg, I no fit. Nobody me waka come. May they not carry me go where I don't know. I just sent a message. I said, I'm counting down to when I'm going to shut this down because I can't. This
Yeah.
is, So basically, that's what
No,
happened. Yeah, not to,
no.
I
Some
beg,
people.
talk. What you get to talk
You
for
know,
this matter?
Cynthia said something earlier, right? And I think I had that in mind. By the way, Cynthia reminds me of one lady that we did internship with her, the Nigerian house. Her name is Emena.
I
Who's
tell
that?
Cynthia, say Cynthia na Nigerian.
Yeah,
He dey form Eastern
no, seriously.
Africa.
The first day
Hey, I
that
say
was
go
when
and
she was
check
talking
your
earlier.
DNA.
When she was talking earlier, I
I'm
said,
gonna do the
who is
answer. I'll do
speaking?
the ancestry test and I'll come back and tell you guys what it says.
When she was
Okay,
talking
I'm
earlier, I
sure
said,
that
who is
sometimes they
speaking?
lie you. If they say Nigeria no do, I will not say na
No,
Exactly.
no ego hard.
lie.
So, like, you understand, like, sometimes now that we don't even ask the right questions, there are some signs that are screaming at us before we even ask the question. But because we are going with our emotions, and like you said earlier, chemistry is tricky. So, by the time we click on that chemistry, we become blind to other things. We just feel like, you know
Mm,
what, we get along. But it's much more than that.
right.
You have to know those things that are on the downside for him that you don't like, but you know you can tolerate. So you have to wait. So when you know these are the things that he does that I don't like, I can tolerate, or these are the things that he does that I don't like, I can't tolerate this one. This one is a no-no for me. You understand what I'm saying? So if
Right.
somebody that smokes and drinks, but you guys have great chemistry, you be like, I can't deal with this smoking and drinking. He's a nice guy, but I can't do this smoking and drinking. You understand what I'm saying? So
Mm,
like sometimes it's there for us to see. But because of those little things that tick our box, we just go with it. I remember in Nigeria at that time, I was dating this guy. He's an Igbo guy, I was in Abuja. So he works for, I don't want to mention his name, but he works for a big company. And he's one of like the major distributors in Abuja. Like this guy ticked like a lot of my boxes. Nice
mm,
guy, social, provider, everything, make sure I'm good. The only thing is that this guy has temper.
ooh.
Hey, he
Hmm.
has temper. And when you remember there was a video Basket Mouse wife made, I believe it was a shot at Basket Mouse. She said, if you want to marry, marry a kind man and a man that
Mm,
has sense. You
mm.
see that kindness, eh? That kindness, I think, is underrated. People don't like really
Yes.
like focus on it. When we mean kind, eh, somebody that will be mad at you will be like, I'm upset with you, but I still love you.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? It's not that I don't love you. I'm just mad. Can you let me just cool off? You understand that kind of thing? It's not the person that is mad and then will just rant and just say whatever they want to say, and they come back later and just say, "Oh, it was because I was upset. It was not my fault." Like, what does that even mean? You understand? So
Mhm.
something like that. This that guy, I forgot what even happened that day. He just when Cynthia was talking about somebody hitting the table, I was like, excuse me, excuse me. So
I have a
Cynthia,
story. I have a story too.
Cynthia, no joke. So we went out to eat. You know all these fish joints in Abuja now. So when we got there, like so they just told us to hold on. They're gonna get table and chairs, blah blah blah, for us because there were a lot of people there. So when they got the table and chair, one guy, I think he's a politician or so, like I think he's like one of their A-list
Mhm.
customers. The guy just showed like that with some two ladies. Everybody's body started shaking, and they just gave the man the chair. Baba just crazy. Say, hey,
Whoa.
come here, come here, come here, come here. What rubbish is that? Who is
Ah,
he that you have to give him table? I'm like, bro, can you stop? No, 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 no. Don't tell me to stop. No, 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 no. He just continued. I didn't say anything. I just stood at the corner. I was just watching him. When he came, he just said, I'm sorry. I just said, let's go. He said, why? I said, because I don't want to eat this fish. And if you're not going, I have my cab guy on standby in Abuja. Like, if you give me rubbish, I just call the guy, I'll go come and take me.
so he
And I'll
was
take the
he was shouting at the server in the
yes,
place.
because they gave that guy, but the guy, obviously, like from seeing him, you know, like he's someone big and he's one of like their top customers. You understand what I'm saying? So they just give the guy the chair and they were like, oh, God, they're bringing your own. He's like, but he just came here. So when I was trying to explain to him, I'm like, see, you have to give him the benefit of doubt. He probably called them before he came. If he's there,
Mhm.
let's just assume, even if it's not like
Right.
that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't ready to listen. So we ended up not eating the fish. I was upset. I went home. He was calling me for like a week and didn't pick. He showed up at my job. He begged, 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 begged. I got tired. I said, okay, let me answer him. So he came to the house and we were gisting again. I forgot what happened. I said something. The guy just slapped me. He said it was a joke.
What?
And then,
Back up.
Sorry,
Wait
what?
first.
Back up,
That
back
one
up.
just went over my
no,
head.
no, no joke,
You
no
saw
joke.
it. He
I'm
lay
not
hand
joking.
on your face.
Yeah, wait
He lay
now.
hand on your or he did
No, he
some
didn't slap me on
beautiful
my
face
face.
when
No,
I
no,
dey
no.
look
He
so.
slapped me on my back. You know how somebody hit you on your back, but it was like
Wait,
it was a slap.
he put hand for your back. He
Yes,
lay
he said it
hand
was
on
a
your back
so
like
he said
cloth
it
on a
was a
spread
joke.
for bed.
So before that slap, right? We're talking about something. He was like, today Mama vex me. Yeah, Mama fight. I was like, what? He was like, no, 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 no. It's not what you're thinking. No, it's just mouth. I'm like, what? He's like, you're thinking too far. So after he said, I was like, what? Then cut that story. He started talking about something else, and then he hits that hit. My mood just changed. And let me tell you, my mood off for you, my mood don't off. Be like NEPA carry light. You know, like how when transformer they blow. So it go take time for the light to come back. That's why they be. My mood just off. So I just was quiet. I just like say, people like say, I dey get cramps. I just said, that was the last time that guy heard from me. I think 3, 4 months after that, when I went to America. If you come my work, I go say I know come out. If you come my house, I don't give a security man standard warning. If the guy come, I know day. That's how I avoided the guy. So sometimes like saying I didn't even that one I didn't even ask questions. And don't forget I said he ticked almost all the boxes. So on a normal
Hmm.
day now I would say, he's all of the major things, he's just few. You understand what I'm saying? I think I'll just stick to that. Nobody's perfect. And that's another line that we like to ourselves. We saying, you can't do that because nobody's perfect. Kinikon, kinikon, kinikon. No, there are some things that are just like no, no, no,
Absolutely.
no. I dated a guy that said that he was in Nigeria. And when I was here, while I was here, he said that we should no kerewa because I go to Nigeria once or twice a year. So I agreed, no
Right.
kerewa. Baba was carrying wine somebody that decided she had a baby for
Eh?
him.
Wow. He said no kerewa, but he was
No,
kerewine
so we
behind.
agreed on. So even when I visit, there's no kerewa.
Say as I
No
do, not
joke.
as I. What's that saying? Do as I say, not as I do.
So
Wow.
And anytime we have a fight, he just go MIA. Anytime we have misunderstanding, we have MIA. So that one was another reason for him to break up because I was like, if we have any misunderstanding and we can't talk about it, you go MIA. That means if you marry, I'll come with my clothes for outside. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just gonna
Mhm.
like every little thing, like you're going MIA, giving a break. Like I'm not asking for a break. That misunderstanding means that we need to come to an understanding. You understand?
Mhm.
So honestly speaking, like sometimes like there's some stuff around that are not even supposed to be questioned. You're just supposed to like study the person. And I think in Alex and Fancy's case, I think they had a distant relationship. So I try to understand Fancy's case a little bit because almost all my relationships were distant relationship. And first of all, let me tell you, distant relationship is not for the faint-hearted. And distant relationship is a box of chocolates. So you don't even know what you're getting until you open it.
Mhm.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
all the people can tell you what you want to hear when you ask those questions, but you being in the same environment with that person, like experiencing everything, like watching them do stuff, it's another different thing entirely.
Mm.
You understand? Person will
Right.
read book for exam cram with the person will read understand, not be the same people.
That's
They're
true.
not the same.
Yeah.
Because that one after the cram in leave exam, you don't go.
That's it. After the exam, that's it.
Exactly. The person that reads to understand, even after how many they will still explain to you. You
Hmm.
understand? So
Mhm.
that was my situation. So I was trying to understand with Fancy, like, well, it's possible that didn't happen. So, but again, see, men that will abstain, men are not like women. Oh. They
This
are
is
not like
true.
women.
Mhm.
They are not like women. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Even see when I was here, I tell my husband, please, me, I'm not swearing for anybody. Ah, that means you don't trust me. I say, please, let's not have that conversation. Because when we go, everybody go and sign, Papa. No, no, no. You don't know,
Hmm.
my sister. We have different timing. Even me, if I want to do something here now, you see, listen, I they calculate too. But that's just it. So if they had a distant relationship, it's very possible that nothing happened because she doesn't go there often. But then, was it an agreement to wait till after marriage? And there is no man, there is no above 30, almost 40, say you they wait for 5 years. Now you kill
You know
Jesus.
they. You know they.
Now you, he, Jesus, Oluwa.
Hmm. You
So
know
now
they.
this relationship doesn't help people too, honestly speaking, because sometimes when you ask the questions with distance, you don't see it. You don't see how the way people like that guy. I was there when he was talking to that person. So if it was this relationship all that way, I will not see it. Just like Cynthia said, that one, that thing just screamed everything at her. She was like, babe, you just need to back up. That was what it was. So Cynthia said she can't do 2 times a year.
Cynthia. Cynthia is
Girl,
about this.
listen,
She's giving it woto woto. As in,
listen.
this is an adult conversation. You gotta be
Yeah.
grown to be in this conversation. You know.
But the problem with mine was that I was working a lot, so I didn't have time to do anything. I
Hmm.
didn't have to do time to do anything. So that was just the problem with mine, and that was why I was
Right.
able to stay that long without doing anything. And I'm not really too crazy about it like that. So when I want to have fun, I have fun. But if it's not there, I just be like, I'm okay. So that's basically me, honestly
Right.
speaking. So it depends on the person, seriously speaking. But and
I
sometimes
know
too, the
nothing
question
is
that
cast in stones. I mean,
yes,
we all
and
know.
people evolve too. You
Mm.
have to understand that sometimes like people's the things that people want and the things that they like with time like it changes. Every time I talk to my husband, he has love language. His love language is not the same from the last one I told you. I say, sir, you're a chameleon. Just go to the corner.
So today it can be service, tomorrow it is
Yeah. So
this, next
yeah, but
tomorrow is
like
something
no, yeah,
else.
but on a serious note, people evolve and you have to understand. So sometimes, like even before we had a friend that was very church guy, no they do anything, blah blah blah. When Baba, I think he even got married when he got here. But after my guy started tasting different stuff,
Mm,
he went wild. Even Samson no fit tell her, even Solomon no fit tell her anything.
mm,
He went wild. But this is the same person that's like, no, no, no. Me, I'm just one person. Oh. Well, yeah, yeah, I don't like trouble. Kinikon, Kinikon. Now he doesn't want to hear anything. Check his wallet, there is CD. Check inside his car, there is CD. I'm like, guy, what is this? He's like, this is life. We'll let him enjoy. I say, yeah. The same one person,
so
one man, one woman. So people just change.
right.
They start going with that midlife crisis. People want to experience different. They want to explore. So they start doing different stuff, honestly speaking. So you never can tell. So even when
Mm,
you get the now just go just the airport, my sister, forget that in my bag. Should not be people they come out after they don't want no be I'm waiting by her name. Catherine Jenner come out after she don't get grandchildren.
that's true.
Saying a woman she be.
Mm-hmm.
That sign there for Chris in the beginning. No, it's not. It wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't there.
That's true.
But they go
No,
lie,
that's
say,
true.
well, I've been there, blah blah. Let me some.
You're right. People change, but the point is that at least if you know your core values, right, and the person aligned, because there's very core values that you know that this one I'm holding on to. This is something I can't just let go of. So even if the person, because we're all going to change as human beings. Some people feel like bitter leaf soup and amala or pounded yam today. Tomorrow, they feel say no, they don't like bitter leaf soup anymore. Now okra or
Fact.
ewedu. Do you understand? Now they want. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
there's that. I get it, but there are core values. Even if the change won't happen, make it not be huge deviation from wetin you know of the person.
My
But
sister, I get some people where they somersault, they go just tumble.
exactly. So, but the whole point be say, see, this is how I see life. This is how I see life. I always expect the best from everything, from anything. When I try, if e no work out, right, I go know say I don do my best. I gave it my best. Well, it didn't happen like this. That's just life. Now maybe that I will move on. I no dey cry over spilled milk. Once e happen, I say, well, I try sha, I give my best. There's nothing else. I don do wetin I fit do. I go waka. That's me. And I think I saw a Diana Ross interview from long time ago. That's exactly how she lives her life. She said, so the interviewer was asking her so about life and what kind of things she expects. And she said, you know what, in life, she gives life her best. She gives everything her best because she says she's an optimist like that. Because at the end of the day, life is going to happen to everyone. Nobody plans for anything bad to happen. She says no, she doesn't plan for anything bad to happen to her family or to anything that she's trying to build. But if anything happens, then she will just take it like, you know what, hey, oh well, that's life. Because we don't have control, right? If we want to go spiritual, we none of us have control. We don't. The only thing we have control of is what we are doing this minute. Like now, as me and you dey talk, as me and you dey engage now, we know so okay, I go talk, you go talk, right? But we don't
Mm-hmm.
know wetin go happen the next minute. We don't know. We not fit predict am.
Right.
So, but at least when you approach life, saying that I'm going to be my authentic self. I cannot vouch for the next person or a guy that I'm going to be with. I can't vouch for him and say, oh, this man has to be like this. I can only expect that he would be the best version of himself as well, that I'm going to be getting the best version of him. Now, if that happens and we end up together and say something happens, because life will happen whichever way you look at it. Either the person, because nobody's going to live forever. So the person, if he
Right.
go home, finally, bye bye, then what happens? You go just lose am. No, life will continue. So the same way, when the person decides, okay, I wan waka o, You know go tie am down with rope. Now life, the person don't carry go there. Hey, that was a chapter of your life. Be grateful for it, grateful for the great times, and keep it
And on to
moving.
the next.
And on to the next. Life doesn't stop there, you know. So you have to have an in-depth of understanding. You have to have an understanding of yourself, what you want out of life, right? At
Yeah,
least
that
try and
self-awareness is
manage your
very
own
important.
expectations, right? Manage your
Yeah.
own. You know, if you manage another person, you know. If I come in, if I'm dating a guy with my authentic self, when I go in, when I'm dating someone, I date with everything I have. I'm that person. I love
Yeah.
passionately, and that's
I
me. I
love
mean,
love.
I
I
love
love
ya. I
love.
know ya. Do you understand? I
Jesus,
now
I
maybe
love
that
love.
day. And when I pour myself into that relationship, if anything happens, trust me, I go step when I move forward and they look back because I
That
gave
see, no,
everything
you
and I
have
know
to
they
use my
regret.
mantra. My mantra is I don't do welcome back. If your
Absolutely.
number,
Same.
if your number don't go,
Don't
shikenya,
go.
new
I know
number,
they do
no
friends with
welcome back.
boyfriends.
No,
We are now
nope,
Yeah.
friends. Although that doesn't
nope,
exist in the diary.
no, I'm
I'm
sorry, I
sorry.
don't do that.
I don't. We're
I don't
done.
do
We're
that.
done.
No
You're
welcome
not
back.
going to come back and do Okonkwo's law. It will not happen. It won't. It's gone because I gave everything. I did not deviate. I gave everything. So when I did it well to my own best ability. Hey, my best was not good enough. Oh yeah, I move on with peace. I leave you in peace. I move on with in peace. You know. So life, the thing we say with all these conversations we're having, we have to understand that life happens, right? But the
Right.
most important aspect of it is you own yourself, know who you are, know what your core values are, what you're not going to negotiate on. For instance, I'm not going to negotiate with the fact that I believe there's a creator. I believe that he cares about me, whoever he is, whether he's a woman, whether he's a man. I believe that there's a supernatural that is in charge of my life. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not going to negotiate on that. Those are things I'm not going to negotiate on, right? So depending on what you want out of life and what your heart desires and where your spirit leads you to, because we're still not in control, having said all of this, but when you have an understanding of yourself, it will help you align better with what it is you're looking for or what you're
So
expecting
so
out
let me
of
ask a question, right? My
life.
friend's dad um is a Muslim. He converted because he wanted to marry their mom. After he
Mm,
married their mom, after I think like 7 or 8 years into the marriage, he went back to his religion.
mm-hmm. It happens.
No, 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 I know. So I'm just
Mm,
saying, like that's what I'm talking about. People change.
yes.
So now this is you going in with the hopes that this person is has come to be with me, is changing because of me, is taking to me, and
I
then
will
you
first
wake
of
up
all,
one morning.
I'm not going to be with somebody who's willing to change their whole faith for me. Because I'm going to understand how important, first of all, I will understand how important your faith is to you,
I understand how my faith is to me too. So
right?
if
So
yeah,
if I'm going to be with you, for me, right, everybody's different. This is how I see faith. Regardless of what it is that you practice, do you believe that there's a creator? How important is that creator to you? And how important is your religion? They're two different questions. If you're the type of person that is hugging religion, you have to do your 5 times prayer. You have to go to the mosque. You don't miss a beat, right? You have to do all these acts of faith without missing. I'm not your candidate. I can't be because I'm not that kind of person. My own mode of worship is different. I have faith and belief in a way that I don't believe in organized religion. I do not. I'm sorry. I don't believe in organized religion. And I'm a very curious person. I ask questions even about my faith. Okay. So if you're the person that is like dead, like bolts, this one, you got to be like this. And then maybe you not fall in love with me and say, oh, I can be anything. Because I met a guy like that, by the way. The guy was Muslim. And he was like, oh, I'll go here with you, I will pray with you, we will do this together, I will even meet the father, I'll meet the pastor, I'll meet the this, I'll meet the that. I said, dude, I know how important your religion is to you. I know how important. I mean, you've shared very concrete details about it. I don't see it happening. I would even be doing you a great disservice if I break that for you. You have to get to that point where your mind is broad enough to understand and have a certain level of
See person when they
wisdom.
deep inside religion and is not kind.
Is not
You
what?
haven't seen, is not kind.
Oh yeah, there are plenty. Now they talk so. There are plenty like that. It's not about religion for me. It is about your spirit, what you stand for. I don't care about your religion. Because there are people who are religious, most of the people that are religious, that are tied to religious organizations, they are the worst. They don't even know what they believe in. They are worshiping their pastors, they are worshiping their imams. They don't even, the God, the creator, they don't even have an understanding. There's no wisdom. They are like zombies. What the imam says, what the pastor, I'm not that person. I know they do what the pastor tell me to do. If my spirit not align with them, I know they do. I know the person when you go meet pastor, please pray for. I do not do it. I don't believe in that crap. Okay.
My pastor will
So
tell you have to learn to pray for yourself too. He said
hey,
all the things that you are jumping from one place to the other looking for. My pastor is telling us is inside your Bible.
do you
He will
understand?
tell
So
you
what
that.
they
Yeah,
look
he said
for
all the miracle
Sokoto?
that you're looking for. He
What
said
they
even
look for
sometimes when
Sokoto
you
dey
pray
inside your
by yourself
Sokoto?
and believe it, it happens more than you jumping to people for miracle. Jump here, jump there. My pastor does not believe in that. He tell
Now
you.
confusion be that. So everybody know wetin they want. So the underlining of this conversation be say just know who you be, wetin you want, wetin dey of value to you. Now you go know wetin. Me no fit tell you now wetin dey of value to you, right? But when you meet the person, does this person align with me at least with the basic values that I have, with my core values? If he align with me for my core values, then so be it. Let's see. There are no guarantees in life. Let's give it our best shot. And hey, we'll put one leg in front of the other. The loyalty has to come in, commitment has to come in. Now the question is, how loyal is the guy? Does he see it as this family I'm building, whether I like this person or not? In the days I don't feel like talking to them, in the days if they are annoying me, do I still see them? Do I still see them through the eyes of love? Or do I feel like losing the life out of them? Because you have to be very frank with yourself, So, I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, not be we dey in control. Having said all of this baby grammar, not be we still dey in control. The prayer be say, as you dey go through life, make God align you with the person wey good for your spirit, wey no go leave you worse than you were. You understand? Or when you can't take the peace when you manage gather comot for your life. Na be the prayer. And I know say the creator not the intentionally dey align you with bad people. Na lost this thing, lost of the eye, lost of the heart. Na dey carry people enter where they no supposed to enter. And I'm not judging. Things happen. Sometimes your environment or maybe na pressure, whatever the scenario is. But at the end of the day, even if the mistake happen, even if you marry, you just say the person at the apple of your eye, without the person you no fit do it. Once you reach the end, there's nothing you can do. It's another chapter that's about to open. This life no hard. Now we dey make am hard,
Now we they make them hard, it's not.
Eh. So now that one, more humans be doing anything. A guy switched on. Oh, you know what? Marriott had a question. Do you ask people about their faith on the first day? Yeah, I ask them. Sometimes, like, you go to what do you believe? What do you believe in? Or what's your do you go to are you a church person? Are you a mosque? But they ask, do you go to the temple? Which religion? They ask. But I don't ask it as in what's your faith like really. You get what I'm saying, Laureate. Yeah, they ask too. It depends on how the conversation flow. They ask. And then a guy switched on my bestie like that. She's a Muslim and he's a Christian, and he said he was okay with her doing what she wanted. After they got engaged and got families involved, He said she cannot practice Islam almost a year in. Yep, that's why I will not accept a person who is set in their religion and say, oh, don't worry. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't work like that. If you're a religious person, we cannot get jail at all. I consider myself a spiritual person. Me too. Marriott, minus 35 is not winter on a natural disaster. Wow, she's responding to someone. True, know your values and choose the person that aligns with it. Exactly. Somebody don't go to church. No, I don't. I don't go to church. I don't believe in organized religion. I don't. I do not go to church at all. Yep. So, my people, Bamidele, did you want to add something? You've been so quiet. Be like, say you just want to listen to us, get everybody's views.
Well, yeah. So, in light of what you were saying about religion and spirituality, I consider myself a Christian, and and even as I'm going and sharing the gospel is pretty much what I like to do. But it's like with the church is like, I don't know, it's so messed up, and like even in our African community, the church is really just kind of like really messed up. It's like, if you know how to read and write and you know what the Bible is saying, why can't you just do what the Bible is telling you and stop depending on the minister or the pastor? It's like, there's a lot of, I don't know, it's just become so hypocritical with even with faith that, if you're not equally yoked with a person, I don't know why you want to pursue that.
Exactly. So you have to, the whole point is, because there are people who would say that, especially people would say, oh, I'm a Christian. They're very quick to say, I'm a Christian. Oh, I'm a Muslim. They're very, very quick to say that. But when you watch their actions, it doesn't align. Not to wetin happen to you. It be like say you japa on top of our head. Abi na your connection. Biko, come back. Yeah, Bamidele, you're right. People are very quick to say, oh, I'm a Christian, I'm a Muslim, but their heart is not in the right place. You understand what I'm saying? Their heart is not in the right place. So me, personally, I'm not asking you what you're like, oh, I want to know that you're Christian or Muslim. Matter of fact, the way I will ask you, you will think I don't believe in anything. That's how I ask. Because I don't want you to put a label on me. Please, I'm not interested in your labels. Because at the end of the day, right, it is what is inside a person that truly matters, not what you do on a daily basis. You go to church Monday through Sunday, but your heart is as dark as charcoal. Of what use is that? Or you step out of service or in the car park, you're already cursing out someone because they're blocking you. You understand? Or you see someone that you cannot stand and they are wearing very nice outfit and shoe. You are angry. You will not talk to the person. Meanwhile, you're just coming out of service. I can't. I don't even bother myself, because a lot of times I think, even in the Bible where it says the kingdom of God is within you, it is within you. I don't know why people miss that all the time. It is within you for a fact. When you go, what happens is, and I'm not saying all pastors and all churches are guilty of this, but we do know a lot of them are guilty of this. You're like a zombie. They make you feel guilty. They make you feel obligated. If you don't show up in church one day, there's a problem. Automatically, they assume that you are now worshiping whatever, right? They think that you have, as they say, backslid or whatever it is that they say. But all those things don't matter. I tell you for free, I haven't been to church in God knows how long, but my spiritual life is in depth. You understand? I can perceive things that when I was going to church, I couldn't, because of the noise. There was a lot of noise. You're listening to this person, you're listening to that person, you are going to this activity, from this activity to another activity. You are so busy, you're not even paying attention. The Creator is speaking to you right now. You can't even hear Him because you're so busy. You know, we're good at getting really busy at doing the mundane things, showing up. Oh, I marked register, I went to church today. That's not what matters, man. What are you doing for my people? What are you doing for your neighbor that is down and out, that has nowhere to sleep? Somebody needs encouragement today. What have you done to that person? How many people do you see who go to church every day do that? How many?
Preach. You've taken us to church today.
No, because the
But you're right.
conversation
You're right, Omoye. 100%. I agree.
Do you understand? So let's not kid ourselves. I've gotten to a point where I'm totally honest with myself, brutally honest. Because at the end of the day, who are we doing these things for? Who are we trying to please? People go to church for most of the time the wrong reasons. They're going to show up their new outfit, new shoes, new car, new house. Do you
Look for
understand?
man.
To look for man, to look for woman. They want to be closer to the pastor. They want to be on top of what? They want to be close to the imam. And then they're brainwashed. They don't even think for themselves. It's always my pastor says, my mom says, my pastor says, my mom. Hello, you get brain now. You know if you think, reason this thing by yourself. Say, wait,
Yeah.
there's times I've been to church, right? A few times, once in a while, you enter my head, I'll just say, oh, let me just go. Maybe enter one Catholic church, sit at the back, or sometimes not even bother. Maybe I just see a church along the way and I stop. Some of the things the pastors are saying, it will make sense. I'm like, this makes a lot of sense, right? Sometimes I go and I'm like, what the heck is this guy talking about? I go carry my bag, waka come home. I know they wait. Because it's almost like they just get this organization together to suck the common sense in people's brain out and leave you zombie. So you just the worker mechanic like robots. They say move to the left, you move to the left. Move to the right, you move to the right. Turn sideways, you turn sideways. Come to service Monday, Sunday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Your whole life. Meanwhile, the work that the creator created you so that you can also be a creator. You are not doing it. You are spending the time that you ought to be creating, you are spending it polishing someone else's shoes, for lack of better words. Your pastor has made money that will serve his generations to come. What has become of you? The work that you have been given, the design, everything that you need to be doing, you have not done it. You have not even started. Then at the end, when you are now maybe too old to achieve all these things, you now sit down and say, oh, I spent all this time in church, nothing came out of it. Of course, the pastor is not going to tell you to focus on what you're here to do. It's all about your church. It's all about the vision. Haven't you been to church where they say, tie into the vision of the pastor? What if the vision of the pastor does not align with your own? So everybody is just running after the vision of one man and forgetting theirs. We have solution providers. All the problems we're facing right now, there are people who have the answers, literally, but they are buried. They are in the church doing zombie, everything. Sa, ma, daddy, mommy, uncle, senior, sister. I'm sorry. I'm not
It's
all
kind
for
of
that.
funny because, like, in our generation right now, it's like some people don't even want to do. They don't want nothing to do with the church because of this hypocrisy and all these things that are going on. It's like the Bible was there, and you do what it says, and we are the church. It's not you going to that Sunday service or doing whatever.
Exactly. The church is within you, actually. The creation is within you. God is within you already. I tell you something, when I was born, I didn't know his name, but I knew him. How did I know as a child? It beats your imagination. How did I know? How did I know? Do you understand? There's so many experiences I had as a child growing up. And now I'm like, wow, truly and honestly, God lives within you, not outside of you. And Marriott is asking, Marriott says, we need Bamidele to counter to Nigeria's energy when he wants to stress us. That's if Bamidele is here when to Nigeria is here. And Miriam wants to know when I stopped believing in organized religion and stopped going. I bet you were brought up Contrary to that, Mirabel, I wasn't brought up in a religious home. My parents didn't go to any. They didn't go to any church or mosque or anything. They didn't care for all those things. Everybody found the found God their own way. That's one thing I have to give to my credit to my dad for. He did not force anything on us. We didn't have to do jack. Matter of fact, we're the ones that introduced going to church to my dad and my parents. They didn't go. I didn't grow up going to church at all. I started going with my friends. So maybe some friends, family will come and they say, "Oh, we'll come and pick you up for church on Sunday." My dad never said no. I just let us be very open-minded and free, and I'm grateful to that because I think it's one of what has created the balance that I have in regards to, because my dad never ever forced anything on us, you know. So yeah, so I wasn't brought up to go to church in my home at all, you know. Mary, to Nigeria will not show you until we talk about polygamy. Special Junior says, I be Liberia. I don't understand though. Liberia, I'm not Liberian, no. Some people energy and behavior is so negative and they go to church more. Yep. Let me tell you something, guys. Church is a building. See, the physical church is a building. That building. Do you know that the building itself does not have the presence of God in it? It's just a building. Do you know what brings about the presence of God? It is you carrying God within you. When your Bible will tell you, those who worship God must worship Him in spirit and in truth. And God knows who the true worshippers are. So when you're authentic within you, you know your creator, you're connected to source. When you go to church, it is the presence that is within you. So in the church, let's say there are 5 people that have that presence and are aware of it. They are the ones who feel. The combination of them is what fills the atmosphere that you experience, quote and unquote, in church. Because most of the people who go to church, they don't know the creator. I'm sorry to say. They don't, they're very far. They're even lost. God does not dwell in buildings made with hands of man, by the way. His best kept secret is within you. It's not outside. It's not, because he knows there's going to be corruption. He knows that human beings, they will corrupt themselves. You think the creator of everything does not know what he's doing? You think he's just going to stay in one building? How many buildings he contain now? Have you seen him before? Do you know what he looks like? Do you know what he smells like? Can you grasp the wind? Have you tried to hold the wind when he's passing by? You can't, my dears. God is within you, not outside. Don't let anybody fool you. Know him for yourself. We're living in a very critical time. Don't let people pollute you, because a number of people who go to churches are not there for the right reason. They're there to confuse people. They're infusing a lot of things now into religion, into Christianity and all that. They're subtly sneaking things in. Everybody is sleeping. People are not noticing that. You gotta guard your heart, people.
I even feel, even as an adult person, studying the Bible on your own terms, just like you notice that, I don't know, all these ministers are sometimes a little bit cuckoo.
Yeah, absolutely. Because some of them don't even know what they're saying. Some of them, because they're good orators, they think they will make good pastors. That's what happens. Some of them think because they speak, they know how to, they're very good with words and all of that, they become pastors. They're just saying the word. They don't even believe in what they're saying. That's the funny thing. And people will believe in them so much and hang on to their every word and how they explained it. Are you kidding me? Isn't that idolizing? That's idolizing. I not come preach today. Now don't tell me to Sister Omoye. I beg. I came here to talk about questions that we're supposed to be asking. Okay, let's bring it home. Cynthia, are you still there or you're sleep? Don't sleep, oh. Cynthia,
I'm
I know it's
here. I'm
morning.
here.
Okay.
I loved what you were saying. I was just listening. I'm here.
Okay. Thank you. So Special Junior says, "Oh, my sister, if you know him, you will know in your heart. In your heart." Thank you for noticing that. Because me, I know they preach to people. My action. Wait till I
Yeah.
know how to share. I don't know how I could believe in Omo. It's already there. Have you tapped into it yet? Because guess what? We all have the capacity to do evil, all of us. It is which one is more controlled? Which one do you give ear to more? I'm telling you, which one? So you have to identify where you stand. Even your Bible says, choose ye this day who you want to serve. Choose life better. Anyone you want to choose. You have a right to choose, but it's within here. Because there's a voice telling you, oh, go and scatter that place. Matter of fact, pray everywhere. Destroy. There is that. There's also that side of you that say, why would you want to do that? That doesn't even make sense. Which one do you listen to? Do you destroy or do you listen to the calm? Which one? And it depends on how sharp your ears are to listening to that voice. How sharp is your ear? Do you really hear or you are hearing your own self? Which one is it? You know? So, I mean, my people, for me personally, I have a different perception. I have a different way of looking at all of this. So this is why I don't talk about it, because I don't want to. I'm not going to help. I'm not going to force people not to believe what they believe or how they believe and do things the way. I'm not that person. I won't do that. I will just do my own thing and be my authentic self. You know, if he rubs off on you, oh well. If he doesn't, then there's nothing. Because at the end of the day, it's not up to me, actually, to tell you who your creator is. It's not. It's up to you to recognize him inside of you. Your same Bible tells you, right? To whom he has called, he has already ordained. He has called from before time. So how do you know who the real people are? Your creator will save who he wants to save. It's up to him. It's not up to you. There's no amount of preaching, talking that will change a person. No. Yes. Does he have people with peculiar ways that can come and influence you in certain? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why everybody you meet in life is for a reason and for a purpose. Now, some of them come to teach you lessons, some of them come to push you forward. Every experience you have is for a reason. There's no fatally bad experience. There's none. It's how did this circumstance push you forward or help you make a better decision or whatever else, or teach you a lesson? Which is it? You gotta choose. How did this influence you? You know? So sometimes when people say, oh, I'm hurting, I've been through all of this for what? I did this and nothing happened, nothing good happened. This happened to me, that happened to me, but you're not paying attention to the lessons. There's a lesson there. Do you know what it is it's trying to teach you? Don't pay attention to the person that's doing you the wrong. Understand why it is being done. That's why sometimes you see that people that have been very nice to you, all of a sudden you do something horrible and you're like, I cannot believe that this person did this. There's a reason though. Maybe that person was in your life for a season and it's just time. And you did not recognize that it was time and you were trying to hold on to that person. If that person does not leave naturally when it's supposed to, it's going to be a tussle and you're going to get hurt. There's no shortcut to it. So recognizing when time is up, when someone is in your life for a reason. Some people with someone who ought to be temporary, they've made them permanent. People that ought to be permanent, they've driven them away. So when you are attentive, when you understand who you are and you are aligned, you're connected to source, you will feel certain things. You might not be able to explain it, but somehow the intuition will come as to how to move forward or do certain things, not by your own power. Because sometimes I think we forget that we're in total control. We are not. You are not that brilliant. You're not smart like that. You're not sharp like that. You are not. If you know, it's because he wants you to know. So I don't know. Even this one we they talk, questions to ask, questions not to ask. At the end of the day, it is really him that knows where is good for you and where is not good for you. Me, I always pursue peace. I always go in the direction of peace. Is it peaceful to me? If it's not peaceful, that's my cue that I'm not supposed to be there. Sometimes chaos will happen for a reason. Why is this chaos happening? What am I supposed to learn and grasp from this chaos? Right? When you know how to do that, you will always be at peace regardless of the circumstance. Always. Even though they say, hey, everyone join it, you will be peaceful. Not because you don't have the normal fretting reaction, but there will be a calm within you that you can't even understand. So that's why truly understanding you, yourself, and knowing your source is very vital to your relationship and connections with people, even in friendships, jobs, whatever it is you're doing. You have to learn to be able to, channel it correctly, because sometimes you're in a job that you're not supposed to be doing, but you probably are there for a reason to gather some skill that you're lacking in. But you'll be crying, I don't these people, they make me mad every time. I'm frustrated. I'm doing, but wait a minute, calm down. Maybe there's something that you're not seeing. And then once you figure out that thing, you'll be like, oh, okay, it's temporary, it won't last. There's no bad day that lasts forever. No matter how bad a day is, it doesn't last forever. It's only momentary. It happens, you feel bad, and after a while, it fades away. If that wasn't the case, we'll be sad forever. Something will happen when we're 2 years old. We will remain sad. Till now, I'll be sad. I'll be like, something happened when I was 2 years old. It affected me the year before. Since I've been 2, it has been affecting me. The reason why we find that that's happening a lot is because a lot of us we are disconnected. We are not aligned. We have disconnected from source. So everything is difficult, it's mechanical. We don't understand ourselves anymore. We are losing control. We feel like we're losing control because we have disconnected. The noise is too much. Everything is busy, busy, busy. I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do this. The one that is in front of you that you're supposed to be taking care of, you will not take care of it. You'll be looking for the one that is far away, that one pastor from somewhere wants to come and tell you. The pastor is a human being. He himself has needs. He has a family to maintain. Why do you think he'll be worrying about you? He's not going to be worrying about you, baby boo. Everybody has issues. Nobody has it all figured out. We're all just trying. Some people, it's just a dress rehearsal. We're trying. Nobody has it all figured out. But the most important thing is to locate your peace and stay there. Because it's in your peace that you will know how to move in any aspect of your life. I don't to talk. I beg, I don't to talk. 2 hours, 43 minutes, because I beg. Bamidele, Cynthia, you people are quiet. You people have disconnected.
I'm still here.
Okay.
Mhm.
Mommy
Yeah,
G,
I'm here.
Tiny, Mommy G. Okay, Bamidele, you're still there. I'm sorry, all this talk, these people made me talk. Me, I didn't used to talk like this, Bamidele. Don't mind them. Blame it on I blame it on Cynthia. Natu,
Blame me.
Mirabel, Marion,
Mirabel, Mario. Tom and Jerry in the comments.
Exactly. All the commenters in the house, so-called men are, gonna knew that people want an easy way, forgetting that we need. Yep, that's right. I beg you, I know be pastor, Biko. I don't like titles, so I beg, I beg, I beg. He's going into the spirit. I beg you. Questions to ask. Are you born male? Yes. Yeah. Were
Good
you born?
one.
What gender were you ascribed at birth? Because that's how they say it now. What gender were you ascribed to at birth, or ascribed at birth? Then they will tell you male or female. Then you will know. Do you have kids out there? Are you living the life you want? Exactly. Intentional, purposeful questions. That does not mean it's a catch-all phrase. Oh. You still have to rely on the creator, right? So that he can direct you correctly. The possible kids thing came up with a guy. I didn't ask, but he revealed that he suspected that ex who got married was carrying his baby. I called our mutual friend immediately. See what questions can do? Exactly. Wake up and you don't begin to dey preach. I wake up and you don't. Gracious greatness. Now wetin dey cause with that? Blame it on Mirabel, Marriott, Cynthia, Natu, Bamidele, all of them. Special junior people, na dem cause am. And Bimpe, we never finish dating question. I've been a matchmaking. Question: are you married or single? Yes. What do you do for a living? Yep. Is there anyone that might assume to be in love with you? Who are your friends? I like that too, Bimpe. That's a very gentle and kind question. Bimpe, you do realize that there are some people who might assume that they are in a relationship with you for their mind. That is true.
That's
However,
true.
you both were never together. Absolutely, that happens. That's what I'm asking, especially if he has female friends. Exactly. Because some men have relationships that's not very clear. They have an ongoing relationship with a girl, but they'll say it's complicated. What do you mean complicated? Explain for that. What's going on? He or she may answer all the questions you came with in dating stage, but still gives you pieces instead of peace. Well, you still have to, somehow. I think there's also the aspect of discernment. You would also know if somebody's coming with drama. You can feel it. This thing says, see, God never leaves you alone. He will always, always give you cues. It's now up to you to figure out because when you're at peace, you can figure out if someone is chaotic. If someone's spirit is chaotic, you can tell. If you're at peace, if everything about you is at peace, you can tell. Right? So there's the aspect of discernment, there's the aspect of questions. True, we ask questions and also watch actions. Exactly. Oh, BBMJ has landed. BB, sorry, I didn't know. I wasn't looking at comment section since. Hey, sorry.
So just quickly, you see when you mentioned about discernment. So there was something that happened with my ex when we were about to separate. The person that I was with for like 10 years, right? So towards the end of the relationship, I started noticing that he was behaving funny. And I remember I used to pray about it and I'd say, oh, you know what, God, I'm not happy in this relationship. I really want you to like show me what is happening, 'cause I had like just the feeling that things weren't okay. And literally the next day, something would happen that would expose something about what is happening in the relationship.
Right.
And truth be told, I would just ignore it. Okay. So then I kept on doing that. And then there was a time where I was sleeping and it was maybe like 2 a.m. and I just woke up from my sleep. And something in my spirit was just like, check the phone. I just had this thought like, to check my phone for like a location on my phone. That was so random because I had been sleeping because my ex at the time told me, oh, I'm going gym. He used to tell me that he's going gym in the evening. So I was like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. And in the dead of the night, I was fast asleep, no cares in the world. I just bolted out from sleep.
Wow.
And I had the feeling like, the feeling was check your phone and check the gym app because here we have like 24-hour gym, and we used to go
Okay.
to the same gym, so we log in with the same login details, right? So if you
Right.
visit the gym, it tracks how many times you enter the gym, how many times you leave the gym, stuff like that. So when I woke up, I had that thought. I was just thinking, like, why am I feeling to check? Like, I'm having that thought to check my phone to check the gym, like, login, right? So I checked it. And truth be told, this guy he has not been to that gym in like, he hasn't been to that gym in like 8 months. But he's been waking up every other night and saying, oh, I'm going out, I'm going to do workout in the gym. That's how I said, you know what, from that day I just said I'm not gonna like I'm gonna start tapping into that thing, because I have that a lot. I have a feeling about something, and usually what the feeling that I have on the like instantly is what it tends to be, but I'll suppress it. And then that incident just showed me that nah, you don't need to suppress it. There were so many incidents during that relationship, and I just used to ignore it, to be honest. And I mean, a lot of us have that discernment. We just put
Ignore
excuses
it.
and we just ignore it. Yeah,
Yeah.
we just ignore it, definitely.
Yeah, it's a very powerful thing. So the thing is, when you recognize that that thing is saving you and is always pointing you in the right
Absolutely.
direction, then you keep utilizing it, because that's your
Yeah.
key right there. That means you found it. So next
Yeah.
time it comes up again, you're like, I gotta pay attention to this. So there you go, Cynthia. That's it.
Honestly,
Yeah.
crazy.
BBNJ. Welcome.
Hello, my people. I am trying to be a nice girl. You people are forgetting the most important question. The very most important question should be: look, if there's one meat left inside the soup, will you give it to me or will you eat
Hey,
it?
that's a correct one, though. Then you know whether a selfish person.
Exactly. Okay, if now only one egg in this house, you go give me make a chop, abi you go chop am by yourself. How can you people be letting go of such important questions?
Don't leave me, Bibi. Don't leave me. You just drop knowledge.
Which market are you going to? Do you like to go to Dollar Tree, or you want to go to the most expensive grocery market? You know, say we don't get money, but we want to go there to go do a fizzy. Where do you want to shop? Do you want to go to Walmart to buy the cloths there, or you want to go to H&M, or you want to go to Macy? Which one? Where are you going to? Okay, we don't get money to do vacation. Can we do the backyard of our house to look like a fantastic place and enjoy there? Or do you want to go and collect money on Boropos and pay me money to go to Malibu and go to where we cannot afford? Those are important. This one will say, do you like me? Do you if you don't like you know for near you.
That's true.
If you don't like you know for near you. Now because he like you, your body they shine. Now it come meet you. So now as we don't break that barrier. Now to go to the next one, bros. If we do business, is it okay if I keep everything in my name as long as you know the inside? This matter of joint accounts. I love you, but I'm sorry I cannot share my money with you. Are you okay with that?
Oh my God.
As we marry finish, now 2 of us now in the house. Is it okay? My family member no go come my house? Your people no go come my house? Or as we date, so if matter happen with your family that involves money, will you go behind my back to settle it, or will you let me know ahead of time as we are settling it? Oh, this not the important question, because you are trying to make a life with that person. I mean, at the end of the day, what is the essence of dating? Why are we dating? We are dating so that we can walk down the aisle. If there is no destination, please don't bother my head, because I know I am not doing less friendliness. That is waste of time and waste of the special things inside me that God has given me. I'm not ready to share. If you're not the right person, Ogason, look road, go your own. Because at the end of the day, why do people date? Sincerely, let's find out. Why are we dating? You want to date me? That's cool. You look good? Good. I look fine? I know. What is going to happen down the lane? Why are we in this business? Are we doing it because we have to mark time? Or we are doing it because we have family pressure? Or we are doing it because of peer pressure? Why are we in this dating business? Are you even ready to date? Bros, as you won't date me, so you know yourself well. Because me know myself very well. I know waiting I fit take, waiting I no fit take. So as you won't come date me, so how much of yourself you know? Are you 100% mentally well? Are you 100% emotionally well? Are you 100% physically well? Are you ready to be a man? Being a boyfriend is different from being a man. Can you carry that load of being a man? Can you sit down next to me and be quiet for 10 minutes without saying a word and enjoy the quiet space? Are you that kind of person? Let me know. Because you see, if you know yourself well, and you go and date a man that knows himself 30% only, wahala go day.
Wow.
Because
Una dey take notes.
Because he go
God.
just they look you. He don't know himself well. He don't know left and right. Anything where you do for him, he go turn to fight. You are trying to challenge me. Don't think I'm the man. If you know yourself well, you should not be intimidated about anything that I do. Because you have your parts and I have my parts.
Right.
We complement each other. In fact, honey, I can do without you. Oh, you are just, help me to get along well. You're not the all in all. And you should feel the same way about yourself. How happy are you by yourself? So that if you don't see me in a long run, where have you come to? Who are you with? It won't come along.
Trust. Confidence.
Big deal. Plenty deal. That's matter where I talk about the one meat inside the plate. It's not a small matter. I don't see people work correct because of one meat. Say one meat. Say one meat inside house. You know one give me. You don't respect me. Don't say you respect me. Yes. If for not let me be the head of the house, you forgive unto me. Excuse me. How many brain God give you? No be one. Now one God follow give me. Why your own go dey put more important past my own? When Jesus come life, he see man are more important than woman. In fact, what thing he talk? He say make you go look woman. They are industrious. What thing they talk? So what makes you more important? So if you cannot see me as your equal, you being the head, I'm a traditional person. Yes, you're my head. But understand the fact that the same capacity of finances you can bring, I can bring and even do better. And if you cannot respect that, there's a problem. So why are we dating? That should be the first question. Okay, you found me attractive. All right. I find you attractive too. Where do we go from here? Now, so we go to look road. Till when? Bros, if your destination is not aligning with my destination, please let's part ways before we go deep. If you are the type that is ready to play and you have come here to play, let's play the ball and let's go. No be say you go come. Me go tell you say I'm not ready to settle down, but I'm ready to play. You go say, okay, it's okay. No problem. After a few months, you go say, we should be committed. And I go tell you, say, bow, Miss Oro, I've been telling you, say, I'm not ready, I won't play. You say it was okay. I am tired now. I'm not playing with you again. I want to play somewhere else. Why are you flexing? I told you right from the beginning. So it takes it. I've always said it. Know thyself.
Right.
Because that is the beginning of it. What you can take, what you cannot take, what you can ignore, what you can mend over, what you can walk away from. Because if that man is coming and does not know answers to all those questions, you guys don't have any business together. Because it's just a matter of time. Right. It will blow over. And as I've always said it, every female knows their self well. We just like to lie to ourselves.
This is true.
We just
the handwriting is always on the wall.
It's always there. Your
instinct.
Ignore. God gave us special instincts. We know. but we like to brush over it.
Right.
And we like to tell ourselves lies that will come back to haunt us and hurt us. And so I've been talking on Fancy B show. The new mantra is financial moisturizer. If you don't get financial moisturizer, bros, waka, I beg. Financial moisturizer shall make yourself look beautiful. It will make you look dolled up. And if the man they come, if you not getting financial moisturizer, but tell us say, okay, people figure moisturizer, which one your own shea butter, Ori, Vaseline, which one is it? Essential
Nivea,
oil.
Nivea.
It gets stages.
Eucerin.
God bless you. So if you're coming with a financial moisturizer of Vaseline from the 99-cent store, can you aspire to be the Vaseline from Walmart? Tomorrow we get the Vaseline of Macy's. If there is one, I can start the journey with you, because I know say, when you they start now, you don't go quickly go buy Fendi and buy all the big. You're gonna start from small, the small name, then you're gonna graduate. So if your muscle, if you think say the highest of your rank is the one from the Dollar Tree, we don't get stuck home. Listen, we don't have anything covered. Because I don't want to settle with the Dollar Tree Vaseline.
Because they see afford your 9 West in peace.
Yes,
you understand?
Yes, so
and you
I
see afford your
in fact, I am aspiring to buy the one from Fendi, the Fenty kind of financial moisturizer. Now they waka go so. And you say you want to down for the one of 99 cents. Wala go deal. It's mba. The one from the Fenty, they make body shine way. Let us aspire to that one. So now it may look like nonsense question, but my sister, it's important. Let us know where you are going. That is my thorough and sissy. Ejema Bino. Yes, can ask people like Saloto.
Our villagers in the house, Sister BBMJ, fellow villager, has shattered the table. There's nothing else to add. Those questions are salient questions. Now we have a man in the house, he's the only one in the panel, and he's been patiently listening and taking in everything that we're saying as women. Do you have any word for him, BBMJ? As a man, what should he look out for? Because he's a young, handsome, hardworking, well put together brother from Chicago. Bamidele is here.
My brother. First and foremost, for you to be able to grace the table, I welcome you. It's not a small table
at all.
This table, and we have refused to build a small table for you. We include in all our tables. So ekabo. Welcome. No, but I mean, I think it's so easy. I had said it one time on your show that we are blessed not to be perfect. We're all imperfect people, right? So
one second, Bibi,
yes.
Hold the thought. Cynthia, you're about to leave us. Oh my God,
I am
amazing.
Oh, thank you.
I really
thank you,
appreciate
BB. Oh my
Cynthia,
God, I wrote everything down. You came late. You came so late. I've loved
sister,
it. I'm writing everything down.
I was shopping corn. It's corn that is doing me right now. Now the way I shop, now don't make me see road.
Oh my God.
But thank you so much for your nuggets. It was amazing. I've written literally everything down. And funnily enough, I had a conversation with somebody about that the meat, not really the meat issue, but I was at the house and their chicken, the last chicken, basically the guy gave it to me. So I said, this one is a keeper. So definitely there's something in that.
See, Cynthia, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Thank you for your contributions. It was well taken. I appreciate not to disappear, not to wherever you are. I know you're enjoying in Florida. I love you. Thank you very much. And
thank you, Bamidele, as well. Lovely to see you on the platform and hope to see you again.
Yes. Bamidele,
yes. Good night, my people from Villagers. Good night. Mwah, mwah, mwah.
Baby, continue, Jerry. Thank you.
So what I was trying to say was,
Mm.
we're not perfect. However, we can walk towards being it. Being it in the sense that as a human being, for me as a female, I have several hats to wear.
Mm.
The hat of a wife, the hat of a mom, the hat of a sister, all of that. And I need to be balanced. But you see, in my being balanced, I have to ask myself, I might be a good friend, or rather, I may not be a good friend, but I aspire to be a good wife. I aspire to be a good mom. I aspire to be a good neighbor. And I aspire to be a good friend. It's very difficult to be perfect in all of those things. You need to find out, where's my shortcoming. For instance, I could be a fantastic mom, but be a horrible wife. I could be a fantastic wife, but be a horrible sister-in-law. I could be a wonderful sister-in-law, but be a horrible daughter-in-law. Can you wear all of those hats brilliantly well?
Right.
And as a man, you have to ask yourself that. Do I have to scream for respect, or do I have to work towards my respect being earned? Has my partner earned my respect? Even the tiniest of things as drinking water or sharing a cup of water. Have I earned that respect? Not screaming it out. So as I am coming to this relationship, I'm asking myself, am I bringing all that into the table? Should I expect less from the person coming from me? Should the person coming with me into this relationship expect less or expect more? What is that person bringing in? Forget about the finances. Your character as a person.
Right.
For me, that is richer than all the money.
Right.
Because if that character is good, hey, there's hope. We can work towards doing the best together. But what are you bringing into the table? Are you a good husband? Are you a good friend? Because friendship starts before the husband thing comes out.
Right.
Because eventually love will die. Eventually the love will die.
I'm sorry, Bibi. Anne is. Can you?
Oh
mute?
yeah.
Can you mute?
Oh, let me mute myself.
Yeah,
I
mute
wanted to
yourself.
introduce myself first. I'm
Okay.
Anne. I'm calling from America. And
Okay.
I wanted to actually talk about, anyway, I'm trying to listen to what's going on.
Okay.
I haven't actually heard the topic of the matter,
Oh,
but
so the
I
topic
was,
for Go ahead. You were
no, you
what?
finish.
Okay. So the topic
Yes,
for
I wanted to,
Go ahead.
I wanted to, I don't know if it's off topic, but I wanted to talk about my marriage, and I'm outside. My camera is on, but I'm outside my house, and I don't want, people to see my face. Well, my name is the same. It's a real name. But I'll mute
Okay.
myself so that you don't hear the cars passing and everything. Yes. I'll mute for now and I'll listen, and then I'll come back and talk.
Okay, I just wanted BB to finish up, and then I would give you the opportunity to speak. Okay, so I'll call on you as soon as you can. Okay,
Yes.
all right. So you can mute for now.
All right.
BB.
Yeah. So all of that, you have to know yourself first. You have to school yourself. You have to learn about yourself, which a lot of people do not do. That you grow up to be a wonderful person and have a fantastic job and drive a beautiful car and go to all the nice parties doesn't mean you know yourself. Take the time to know yourself. Take the time to enjoy yourself. Because when you know yourself well, whoever is coming into a relationship with you will enjoy you. Because you already know yourself and you're offering your best self. And you would even know, can I even handle it? Do I want it? There's some people that after knowing themselves, they really don't want company.
Exactly.
I went to a
That's
friend's
true.
house. I went to a friend's house today, and a little girl I hadn't seen for so many years. I just saw her today. Turned out the girl, she is drop dead gorgeous Mexican girl, but
Wow.
it took the mother several minutes to wake her up, and the woman wasn't lying. When she came out, she said the daughter was like, she's kept on saying, "Come out and see my guest. My guest wants to see us." She's like, "I don't want to see anyone." This
Hmm.
weekend never finished elementary school. She did 6th grade. How old is 6th grade? 10 years old.
She
She
don't know
said,
herself. She not
yeah,
say she not ready.
she just
She not
said,
like.
"I don't want to see anyone." So
Yeah.
she grudgingly came out, and I was like, "Oh my goodness!" In fact, I even teased the father. I said, "Please, I have a Nigerian son that I want to marry him. This one is going to Nigeria with me." But the girl, and to me, to say in our country, we say no one who wants me, I don't want anybody.
They
Your papa
go
no go
beat
shout,
am.
say, "How dare you? Come out, come from there. What do they worry you? I say, make you come this person, they follow me talk." The girl say, I really don't want to. When she came out, she said, "Auntie, no offense. I just need to enjoy my beauty sleep. I have just a few days before school starts. I really don't feel like chatting. Can you excuse me?" Me being well,
Yeah.
I respect myself as Eda. I say it was good seeing you again. Bye-bye.
Mhm.
So that at that tiny age, if she's that assertive and she knows herself, tell me, why won't her as an adult be a fun person to be? She know they lie. So
Hmm.
even as adults here, a lot of people don't, either because of environment or because of busy life or because they just don't care. And then
Right.
when anybody comes around you, you just load yourself to that person without you totally knowing yourself. How will they
Right.
enjoy you? So that's my couple. I will listen.
Hey, Bibi, you have finished this subject. There's nothing to add. You have finished it. Thank you so much. You're not get. I will come back and listen to this your section. Honestly, there's so many nuggets that everyone should come back and listen to because you drop am. Bibi, all your day your head. Thank you very much. Let me quickly come to Anne. Anne, you can unmute now and let's
Yes,
hear your
ma'am.
thoughts.
Um, you see,
Neka.
I really don't know. I'm
Okay.
not a Neko.
Okay. Yeah. That's true.
Oh, you're
Anne, I'm
talking to
sorry.
somebody else? Okay.
No, it's sorry. Go ahead, Anne.
No, it's all good.
Yeah, sorry about that.
And so on my air, I was,
Yeah.
I really wanted to support you. I've been seeing your community page, because I don't know what the topic of today is, but I, I only typed Omoya and then I noticed that you were live. I had no clue that you were live.
Okay.
Yes, yes, ma'am. So,
Okay. Thank you.
I see you posting a lot of videos about Peter Obi, and in fact, that's my reason for calling in.
Oh,
If
thank
there's
you.
something that, yeah, if there's something else I can contribute to, yeah, probably, tell me what the topic of discussion was, and I will actually
Oh,
contribute.
okay. Thank you for joining us and being a first timer. I really want to appreciate you for coming on. It's really nice to hear you tonight. So today we're talking about are you asking the right questions while dating? So it's kind of what the conversation
Oh,
has been around. So yeah, if you have any thoughts on
damn.
that, yeah, you can definitely share some questions with us and everybody's hearing you.
I have a big problem. I have a lot to share. I live in America.
Okay.
I'm in my early 40s, but I left Nigeria when I was 18.
Okay.
I have 3 children
Mm-hmm.
from another man. And then
Okay.
I started dating this guy who used to live in Nigeria. Boom, boom, boom. That's how, we're talking. And one thing that drew me very close to him was that He was from my place. I had never met somebody from my place.
Oh.
All my years living abroad, yes.
Hmm.
I went from London. I lived in London for like 15 years, then moved over to America. This guy was living in Nigeria. Okay. So this kind of ties into what, because I was in Sister B's page earlier as I
Right.
was driving back from work. I just said, okay, what should I listen to music? And boom, I saw that she was live, so I logged in and I listened to when Ikepo's sister logged into the live, but that's not what I'm here to talk about anyway.
Right.
But what I'm trying to say is this man that I married and filed papers and brought to America, sometimes I think about it, so maybe he's gay. It was only 3 months. We stayed together, and it's not as if I did not see those issues. I traveled to visit him in Malaysia the first year. We tried to make love, and it didn't happen. His dick just fell. The second time now, I said, okay, this following year, it was 2 years before I brought him to America. The following year, I said, okay, what happened? In fact, before I even went, so now I'm trying to go visit him the second time. I said, man, nothing happened. And do you realize that I work with the federal government? Before I can even come, I have leave that I have to take before I can see you. He was not even concerned about that. He said, you know what? You're going to pay $1,000 again to come see me. Just send me the money. Boom, boom,
Okay.
boom. There it goes. I mean, yes, all those flags were there. But did I listen? No. The desperation was there for me at the time. Mind you, I was living in America at the time. I've been out of Nigeria since I was 18 years old. But still,
Right.
I just, I already had 3 kids, but still, I just wanted, okay, let a man be by my side. I need a man. You see? And it's not that he was going to do anything for me. So on the second occasion, same thing happened. He tried to penetrate me and his dick fell. What did I do? I still went ahead and I filed for him to come to America. So when he came, you see, my mindset at the time was that I just felt like, okay, this man lives far away from me. This man is far. So it's possible that he has a serious girlfriend where he lives in America. So I felt like, okay, when he comes in Malaysia, he was in Malaysia at the time. When he comes here to America, we'll be together. I don't expect him to be alone. Maya, are you listening to me? Hello?
Yeah, she's listening. You can go ahead. Anne. She's
I'm
listening.
here. I just want to grab a charger because my battery's about to run out. You can go ahead. I'm listening.
All right. So my mindset at the time was, okay, this guy is probably dating somebody over there. And you see, I did not mind at that time. I said, as long as he's not in the same country with me, so it's not a big deal. Let him do his thing. That's what I thought. And I was thinking, as soon as he comes to America, he'll be fine. He'll be with me. So, yeah, I mean, every day we learn. I'm telling you, I had that, let me call it inferiority mindset. But mind you, I'm a social worker, so I have a professional job.
Mm.
I do, So anyway, when he came to America, let's just fast forward. He came here, and then I began to realize that no, this is not an issue of he has a girlfriend. He cannot perform.
Mm.
So I began to realize it. I saw it and I said, okay. I mean, I went to the extent of buying him pills. We have this at the gas station now. There's some they call bullets.
Oh,
We'll go and
really?
buy those. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
When we want to make love, we'll go and buy those pills. Yeah. You see, and when I was hearing about the story of, I don't know if that was the crux of your topic tonight, but I'm sorry to interrupt you. I
That's
was
okay.
late to log into because I was driving. I was driving. Yeah, when Obadiah was. I said it is real. So I mean, I will go to the gas station. So anytime we wanted to make love, we buy the bullets. It's called the bullet, and they have varieties. If you live in America, then you will know. That's what we buy, just so he can have an erection with me. So, um, 2 years down the line, I'm checking my biological clock, and I'm saying, "Oh my goodness!" And I came, man, it's been 2 years. I thought, when you're drinking this drugs and you're having an erection with me, because I don't know if he has an erection elsewhere. And this is somebody, let me not
And
tell you.
do you have
Mm?
your YouTube on? Because they're hearing echo in your background as a background noise. So if you have your YouTube on, you have to turn down the volume on on the YouTube channel itself, so we're not hearing the feedback.
I'm talking, oh really? I'm talking to you from my phone.
Do you have another
I
device
might have
on with the
to,
YouTube on?
no, hold on. I don't know if I cancel one screen.
Yeah, you might want to cancel
I was
because the
listening.
YouTube. Yeah, I can hear myself.
It's
So there's something.
echoing.
Yeah, there's something in the background playing back my voice.
Oh, I had music on. Is it better?
Okay, so it sounds like
Is
it's
it
better
better?
now. Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's still on. I can still hear
Is
the
it?
feedback. Yeah, I just heard myself back. What you can do
Mm,
is probably log out and then come back in. Yeah, I can hear myself.
all right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
all right. Let me do that. All right
Okay,
then.
all right. Mm. So anyway, guys, that I think what Anne is trying to say is that she didn't pay attention to the signs. I think that's the gist I'm getting from her story. But I like to, maybe I'll just give her Sister B's number to reach out to her. Sounds like she has something to say and share, and maybe talk to Sister B. Um, yeah. Yeah, the story is like, yeah, I think so too, Femi. Femi, greetings. So happy Oyibo New Year to you. Fellow obedient in the house. Brother from another mother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Femi, for showing. Bamidele, are you still here? You're so quiet in the background, you're not saying anything. Are you on mute?
I'm still here.
Oh, I was saying you're so quiet. Oh my God. Because I know a lot of us will be sharing so much here. Yeah, it's more Auntie B's channels thing. Yeah, she can feel well supported there. I'm thinking so too. She calls back, I'll just give her um Auntie B's Sister B's contact. Or and if you can hear me, um on Sister B's channel, since you kind of listen in, if you go to her about, I think she has her number on that channel and she has her email. You can say even when you listen to if you play one of her videos, oh she's back. Let me just tell her. And
Yes, ma'am.
okay, I can still hear the feedback. So what I want to do is I want you to, because your story is is best suited
Really?
to
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, let's leave it now.
Huh? What did you say?
Let's. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've
That's
shut
okay. Let
down.
me
I've
just
shut down all my
That's
windows.
okay. What I'm
So
gonna do is I'm going to give you Sister B. I mean, you can reach out to Sister B. Your story is best suited to Sister B's channel, where you can get the sufficient, all the help. You know what I
I
mean?
mean,
Because your story
I don't need
comes.
any help.
Okay, okay. Or were you just sharing
I'm
about the
here.
fact that you missed the signs? Is that what you're trying to share with us?
Yeah, I mean, that was
Okay.
just on the side. I was calling because I want to support your obedient movement.
Oh,
The
thank you.
first, the uh
Thank
you missed it.
you.
The first thing I said to you was, I've been seeing you posting on your community
Yes,
about Peter B. Yeah, that's the first
yes.
thing. I wasn't coming to share any story. No, no, I'm not about that.
Oh,
Not right now.
okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure
So
you were
I
getting
don't
the
know
help.
if
That's
there's
all.
something you want to do.
Oh, for OB.
Oh no, no,
No.
no! I don't need any help. No, I'm good. I'm good, babe.
Okay. Okay. No, there's nothing. I'm
Hmm.
just doing it because I desperately want to change in Nigeria, as many of us do. I'm not looking
Yes,
for any type of, I mean, I'm not
absolutely.
doing
I
anything.
want to.
If you want to, then I have a cash app. I mean, that will come to my channel. I'll take a cash app.
That's why I came to your channel. No, it's not
Okay.
Cash App. Oh. We need to do Zelle. We need to do some Cash App. We can't even do like 100 on Cash App, can we? That's okay.
Yeah, you can. You can. You can do 100 on Cash App.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. I can share my
Okay.
Cash App with you. Yeah. Let me just share with you.
Yes, please.
Um.
Please do that.
Oh, thank you very much. I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood you. I am so
You
sorry.
missed me. The first thing
I
I talked
misunderstood.
about was I I
Can
said
you
I've
see
been
it?
seeing your support for P2B.
Okay.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's rotating right
Nope.
now. It's like $OMO 444. That's the cash out.
I haven't seen it too.
It's on the at the bottom of the screen.
Okay. Hold
Uh-oh,
on
I
a
think I made
second.
it.
I want to make sure I'm seeing it.
Okay.
I want to make sure. Oh, okay. Dollar sign. Okay, I see it now.
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
That's
Okay, I
yeah.
got you. I got you.
Thank you
All
so
right.
much,
Thank you, babe.
and I really appreciate
Not a
that. Yeah,
problem.
thanks for sharing. Thank you for sharing your story, because I think the gist of your story that you communicated sounds like you are trying to educate us, to let us know to look out for the signs. That, if you're
Yeah,
not paying attention to the signs, sometimes you can miss it. Thank you so much. That was
I
really,
know, but I mean,
yeah.
I think you missed my initial introduction. I said to you that I've been seeing your post about P2B. That was my initial. And
Oh,
because I didn't know what the conversation was about, yeah, you missed that.
I'm sorry. No,
So
when you
I said,
said so,
okay,
yeah. So
yeah.
when you said that, I thought you were just mentioning that as a comment. I didn't
No,
know
no,
that.
no, no,
Oh,
no. I
I'm
came
sorry.
into
I
your
missed it.
channel because I see how you
Yeah.
support P2B, and I wanted to
Yes.
support you. That's the only reason I came into your
Oh,
channel.
thank you. I
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate it. Somebody
No
wants me. Marriott,
problem.
what's the question you want me to ask? Did I miss the question, Marriott? You said you want me to ask the question. Um, what question, Marriott? I can't. Oh, okay, I get it. So Marriott is that she wants to know what questions did you ask when you met him? Like she wants to find out if you asked him, prior to your getting married to him and all of that. Before that, what types of questions did you ask him?
That's a jam question. Well, Miriam, no, I didn't actually. You see, like I said, I think I was fooled. You know, and can I say this? A lot of us
Sure.
women who are in America, mm, and I'm an Igbo woman, okay? So I am that
Right.
kind of person. I mean, and I've been married twice to Yoruba men.
Okay.
So I'm not tribalistic in any way. Yeah.
Right.
I met him, and all of a sudden, after being married to a Yoruba man twice, I suddenly meet an Igbo man. I
Hmm.
never dated an Igbo man. Come
Okay.
to say, this guy is from my place.
Hmm.
We're Enoani. We're not even from the traditional Igbo area. We're
Mm-hmm.
Enoani. We're Delta, that kind of area.
Right.
These are people that barely travel. Our people don't, and I'm not trying to. Our people barely travel. I feel like I've not met Delta people abroad, Delta Igbo, who are intelligent, who are educated. So the minute I met, I said, what? I said I will fall all over heads and hills, and the hills will be rising. They go make me forget the cash app where you send me now. Oh my,
Okay, well, maybe I not
is
let
there
you
a way you
forget.
can text it to me? Can you text it
Um,
to me? Because now I can't see it anymore.
I can put it back on so you can see it. It's right there.
Oh wow.
Can you see it?
Mm. Yes, it's scrolling across the screen, but I mean it's just going across the screen.
Yeah, it's $ OMO 444.
Dollar sign 444. Dollar sign going now 444 for cash app. Okay, let me do it as well on the phone.
Sorry?
So let me do it as we dey talk, so that you know.
Okay, no worries. Thank you.
But anyway, no, I mean it's fine. Let me let them go. Are the questions done?
Sorry?
Does anybody have any more questions for me?
No. She just wanted to know what types of questions you ask. That's all. That's the only question.
All right, all right, my darling.
Thank you so much. I
Bye now.
appreciate you. Thank you for your support. You know, we're praying and hoping for a great country come next year. So thank you so much. I appreciate you and Thank you for calling in.
No problem. Wait, hold on. Stay on the line. Let me.
I'm still here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Dollar
babe.
signs
Bye now.
almost
Bye.
444. Thank you.
Almost 444.
Bye.
All
Thank you
right.
so
Bye.
much.
Yeah. Bye now.
Yes.
Mwah.
All
Bye.
right then.
All right.
Bye.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Yeah. So, my people, let's close this baby out. Bamidele, please. Bamidele tonight, please. Help us to Bamidele, to Bawadele before we go and sleep. So, what say ye, your final thoughts on this question?
Um. Mostly, I just feel you just need to have intentional dating, like what you suggested. Like when you ask questions, you want to make sure you ask the appropriate questions, um, at the right time. But even on like the first day, I don't. You think you don't have to be too serious about it. You just need to ask general questions about about certain things. Try to get to know the person on a human level and see if this will work out. Just take your time in this thing. So and also I believe that um as a human being, you just don't want to date with the intention to just if you don't have no intention to like settling down with the person, I really feel you're wasting your time dating this person. Just because you have an experience of dating somebody, well, you want to have a purpose behind why you're dating, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You really have to have a purpose. You really need to know why you're dating someone, why you're even in the dating scene. And you have to be honest with yourself. Bamilede, thanks for saying that. You have to be honest. There are people who are just dating for play. Admit it to yourself. I'm just here for play. Don't try and make play, and then you're coming with play, the other person is coming serious. It's not going to work. So be intentional about dating. If you want to play, but look for someone else who is also willing to play with you. And make your intentions known. When you're going to make your intentions known, that's up to you and the person that you're talking to. Do you guys think we should do a part 2 of this? Because I'm feeling like this conversation has to go forward. You guys let me know with a yes in the comment section, and then on the panel, what do you guys think? Should we do a part 2 of this? Bamidele, BB.
I think a part 2 is nice.
Okay.
But I also think a part 2 with what's the word? Maybe with solutions. Maybe
Okay.
open it up, like, because when you treat a problem, or when you treat a concern, let me not call it a problem, when you treat a concern that a lot of people align with, but you don't treat it with intention of helping out, then it's as if we're doing what every other person is doing, right? But when you treat a concern and you're like, I think this is what we should do, I think this is how we should go, or I think if you're not doing it this way, then don't bother. I think that helps, because whoever's going to listen will be like, oh, okay, I like that idea, I might try it out. Or, no, I don't think that idea will work for me, so I'm not even going to bother in the first place.
Okay, so should we do something like, here's what I'm thinking. Like we can do a part 2, and then we can come up with questions that can be asked on a first date.
Exactly. Maybe something
And then,
like that.
yes, and then everybody will like come with their own questions that they ask on a first date.
Exactly.
And then also do a question for intentional. So you're going to label it first date question, and then intentional date questions. What the types of questions you will ask, right? Intentionally, because you have a goal that you're looking towards, right? So you want to write this down. So I think that would be Miriam says part 2 can include how to separate red flags from concerns that can be resolved. Okay, so that can be a part of it too. So we'll be like, okay, we can break it down. It depends on how much we can take in one session, really. So we'll do, maybe the part 2 will be about first date questions, like regular questions, and then intentional dating. What types of questions can we ask? I mean, of course, it's left to everybody's, everybody can tailor it to their needs. And then we can talk about some of that. Okay. So 2 people said part 2 is good. Yes. I know hear from the rest people. I will assume say 2 people don't answer for all of now. Bamidele, what do you say? Yes? Are you in the yes team?
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we're going to do a part 2. So, BB, please take us home.
We don't reach us already. I don't know where we show me they go again. we have reached the house. No, but like I said, I think there's nothing wrong with dating, but there's everything wrong in toying with people's emotions. And when you go into dating, first and foremost, you have crossed the boundary of attraction. Because if you were not attracted to that person, there wouldn't be a date in the first place. Right? You saw the person and the looks alone or whatever the person said attracted you to that person, and you're like, okay, let's go further. Now, when you get into it, in as much as you do not want to sound like you're an investigator, you still have to use a lot of discernment to understand if this is going to be something I want to continue doing, or this is something that I just want to play around with.
Right.
And usually, by the second time you're meeting that person, you should be able to know that. Good enough, people do know how to hide very well. But you should still, a woman always knows. Right. I don't know why I feel that way, but a man might not.
I agree with you. We always know, but some of us like to live in denial.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Anne. I really, really appreciate your contribution. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
So a woman always knows. So I think with that, being armed with that should make you have extra antenna when you're getting into the dating scene.
Right.
So that you don't get hurt, you don't spoil your reputation. And more importantly, when you see yourself another time in another country, wherever, everybody is still on a greeting level, because there's some people that when the dating did not work out, they see themselves as like, man, I'm ready to draw arrow and dagger. Oh yeah, I'm ready. So you don't want to like burn that bridge. Because you never know when you will meet that person or where you will meet that person. So even if it is not going to get to the point you want it to go, part as cordially as possible. And like Bamidele said, be intentional with the dating. That's my take.
Okay. Man, BB, you brought the house down. I have to give you kudos, man. Flowers, champagne, everything. I really appreciate your take on this. Matter of fact, you came and just summarized everything and brought the house down. And you're coming from a very, very unique angle, which we cannot discard here. You know what I mean? So I really, really appreciate your take so much. Bamidele, thank you for riding with us. You are the only guy on the panel, but I appreciate your, patience and, you just listening in and taking it all in. I hope you call again, so we can have more of this men and women, because I really don't want it to be about just women alone, because the dating scene is man and woman. It's never, you're not dating yourself unless you play for the other team, which is okay. Play for the other team, but, find your crowd. You understand what I'm saying? But please call in again. I really appreciate you. I want to say it's been an amazing life tonight. I no plan for this one. My back don't be pain me from looking, reading comments. It's not easy to do these things, so I no go lie. But I gotta call it a night. Thank you so much, Bamidele. Have a great night. Bye, everyone. Femi, bye. Bimpe, please bring those cards. Bring those cards, I beg. I'm so glad you mentioned that. If you have that, that will be very useful on the next live. So I'm going to schedule the part 2 and we will talk about this. But it's been real, my people. Mirabel has gone to bed, I'm very sure. Mirabel, I love you. Sweet dreams. Cynthia, you've been such an amazing person. I really appreciate you. I appreciate my village sisters. Neka, I was calling somebody else Neka. Can you imagine? Neka, my sweetheart, my darling, thank you so much. Thank you to Marriott, my very first host with the most. I appreciate you, Marriott. Thank you so much. Special junior people. Odikwa too much. Thank you so much. Mirabel, go and sleep. It's past your bedtime. Go and sleep. I was already greeting you. Go and sleep. Sleep. Go to bed. Go to bed. Yes, so Bimpe, please bring it. Yes, and calling too. We need to have a serious conversation about this. You know, this is a part of our lives. We can't do without it. We need each other, men and women. So let's find ways to get along. And then who else? If I'm missing anyone, I bet no verse. Obiajulu or to Obiajulu that called in, because there are 2 different Obiajulus now. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone that called in. I appreciate your take on this. We're going to have the part 2. If you have not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe. Let's move this ministry forward. Let's help each other be better, you know, and learn to communicate with each other better. So, guys, with that being said, please like on your way out, and I shall see you on my next one. Bye.